It's a hockey night in Pittsburgh. Tonight from the Bell Center in Montreal, the Pittsburgh Penguins meet the Montreal Canadiens. Hello again, everybody, and welcome once again to Penguins hockey right here on Fox Sports Net. The Penguins start tonight here in Montreal, then have the Canadiens at home on Wednesday, a back-to-back situation, and Pittsburgh comes into this game battling hard right now in the Eastern Conference.
Well, after the great start the Penguins had, everybody thought, how long could they sustain it? Right now, they're in a tough slide right now. But if you think about the Eastern Conference, Mikey, I think about the Tampa Bay Lightning. Off to an unbelievable start, getting great goaltending from Nikolai Hobby-Bulin. How about the Boston Bruins? All the changes they've made, and, of course, the Philadelphia Flyers. But look in the fifth spot. The New Jersey Devils, only with 15 games played, have 20 points. So if they win a couple of the next 3 games, they're right back in the middle of it. So for the Penguins, points are precious. And right now, this is a huge home-and-home with the Montreal Canadiens.
And they've had a tough time getting points. They're winless in their last 5 games, and it hasn't gone well for them.
Well, they're not scoring goals, and I think we're going to see a couple different line combinations here tonight. But if you take a look at the last 5 games, obviously, if you don't score, you're not going to win. But look at the power play. And it had to cool off because the Penguins' power play had absolutely been on fire the first 11 games. So I think for the Pittsburgh Penguins, continue to shoot the puck and get your big guys on the board. When you think about the big guys, Mario Lemieux, I think what teams are trying to do, Mikey, play a little bit more physical against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The name of the game the other night was Chris Osgood in net for the Islanders. He played absolutely phenomenal. But the rough play is going to continue. And I think this all started on the road trip against the Florida Panthers. The Panthers came out in the second and third period of the first game of the road trip for the Penguins and played physical. And I think teams have watched video and said, you know what? If the Penguins are going to beat us, they're going to have to go through us. And Jason Blake said, hey, if you're going to go through Mario Lemieux, you're going to have to go through his stick. And that's exactly what happened. But Lemieux, the pro that he is and Hall of Famer, went to net here and puts the puck past Chris Osgood for his 9th goal of the season.
Well, the Islanders certainly frustrated the Penguins the other night at home. And you talked about the physical play, and the Penguins have lost defenseman Michael Roosevelt. He's out with a separated shoulder.
When we take a look at this play, I think one thing that comes to my mind, Mikey, is the new rules. There, Mark Bergevin holds up one of the Islander players, but this is the second time in as many games where a forward for the opposing team has come in and hammered a defenseman. Before that, it was Joe Melikar, and here you see the news on Michael Roosevelt. So somehow, some way, the Penguin forwards and the defensemen have to help out their partners there, because we're going to see a lot more of that, and I'm surprised we haven't seen that with the rules and the obstruction, the way the referees have been calling the games.
Eddie, we've talked so much about the Penguins. Let's talk about the Canadiens. They come up with a big victory over the New Jersey Devils. They had a home-and-home series with them, and Josie Theodore, when you talk about him, is one of their key guys.
Well, they didn't play very good on Friday night, the first part of that home-and-home, but Josie Theodore had a phenomenal season last year, best goaltender, the MVP of the National Hockey League, 2 games under 500. Jeff Hackett has only lost 1 game so far this season, but with Josie Theodore, he always seems to rise to the occasion against the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Theodore was in goal in a 3-3 tie here earlier this year. Tonight for the Penguins, the Moose goes again. Johan Hedberg, Pens and Habs coming up next.
With so many new Cavaliers in stock, your Chevy dealer has too much of a good thing. Now get 0% APR with 0 down payment and 0 payments for 90 days on a new 2003 Chevy Cavalier. Or get $2,000 cash back. There's lots on our lots to choose from. See your local Chevy dealer today.
You got a buck, you're in luck. Grimace, bump with me.
Got a buck? You're in luck, because on McDonald's Dollar Menu, you can get a delicious beefy big and tasty or McChicken sandwich for just $1. Or you can add on a snack-sized fruit and yogurt parfait, McValue fries, 2 pies, or more, all for just $1 each, every day at McDonald's.
You got a buck, you're in luck. We should take this act on the road. Maybe not.
The best damn sports show, period. Hollywood's biggest stars, sports' greatest athletes, and the sexiest babes. Tonight at 11.
I'm a 4-truck man, that's all I drive. I ain't got no boundaries, I don't compromise. Ain't no doubt my king of the mountains built Ford trucks.
There's no doubt you can get a great deal on a new Ford Explorer, because during truck season, you can get $2,000 cash back on a 2003 Explorer 4-door, or choose 0% APR. That's big cash back, or huge finance savings on a best-selling 2003 Explorer.
Visit your neighborhood Ford dealer.
Most mechanics can fix just about anything on your car. But throw something really complex at them, Like a modern transmission. And look out. For a job done right, guaranteed, at a price that's right, bring it to the experts. Call 1-800-GO-AMCO.
With so many new Cavaliers in stock, your Chevy dealer has too much of a good thing. Now get 0% APR with 0 down payment and 0 payments for 90 days on a new 2003 Chevy Cavalier. Or get $2,000 cash back. There's lots on our lots to choose from. See your local Chevy dealer today.
Pittsburgh Penguins hockey on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Toyota and the very affordable Toyota Echo. Get the feeling, Toyota. By UPMC Health Plan, the health plan of the Pens. By Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse. Lowe's, improving home improvement. By the Pittsburgh Tribune Review. Get a better read on sports in the Pittsburgh Tribune Review. And by Corona. Relax and enjoy an ice-cold Corona Extra. And back here at the Bell Center, or the Center Bell, in Montreal. And let's take a look at our Pennsylvania Lottery starting goaltenders for tonight. Johan Hedberg right back in the net for the Pittsburgh Penguins. 2 above the 500 mark, a save percentage of .908. In goal, the loss against the Islanders, and at the other end of the rink, Josie Theodore, who has done a lot of alternating with Jeff Hackett, who is the backup here tonight. Kind of an interesting year for Theodore after Mr. Everything last year. And it's been a tough start for him. Here are our officials tonight: Dave Jackson, Tim Peel, Pierre Champeau, and Steve Miller, the linesman. And the puck dropped, and the Penguins bang it into the Montreal zone to begin the game. Pittsburgh with Jamie Pusher and Joe Melikar on defense. Up front, they begin the line of Wayne Primo, Jan Hrdina, and Ville Nieminen. So a little change here for the Penguins line-wise here tonight to begin this game, and automatically right from that quick icing call 12 seconds in, the Lemieux line will step on. Here's the Dodge game plan, brought to you by the great Edsel.
Thanks, Mikey. I think the Penguins need to stay out of the penalty box. You can take a penalty, it's got to be a good one. I thought Montreal Saturday night was very patient against the New Jersey Devils and did a heck of a job, especially in the second period.
Lemieux with a face-off win, and Moran guns into the net, and Theodore makes the first save of the night for either goaltender. What's Josie got on the front of that mask? Can you take a peek at that, guys, if you can? It's got kind of a reflector, it looks like. It shines when the light hits it. There, you're right in the middle. It looks like a coal miner's mask.
If you're a shooter, it's a bullseye.
It is. It's to blind you. You shoot it. Ben's in front. Kovalev turns and delivers it right to the net, and Theodore makes a second save. It was Kovalev who had 2 of the 3 Penguin goals in the 3-3 tie earlier this year.
Nice little backhand pass here by Marty Straka. I think Kovalev would like to be able to one-time that puck there, but great hand-eye coordination to kick it from his skate.
This time Juneau won the draw. Brisebois around the boards. Tarnstrom can't keep it in. Tarnstrom, the 3rd leading defensive scorer in the National Hockey League. And he's up there among the elite right now. Dick Tarnstrom, wired on waivers from the New York Islanders by the Penguins. Carl Dykhouse going to slam it up the center. Jan Poulos overskated, and Lemieux throws it back into the Penguins' end.
Nice try there by Andreas Dackel with a little skate, little pass in the neutral zone.
On to the Canadiens' end. The Penguins hurriedly go to a line change, and Montreal's Patrice Brisebois. Brisebois backpedals here a little bit, looking. Connects to center ice to Donald Odette. This is the top line for the Canadiens right now. Richard Zetnik along with Sako Koivu, and Koivu has been red hot in games he's played against the Penguins. Koivu coming back late last year for the Canadiens after the battle with cancer, and he is clean right now, and that's good news for hockey and good news for Sako Koivu. He has opened up a foundation of his own, very similar to the one that Mario Lemieux has. We've got a penalty here. Looks like Pittsburgh's going to the gate.
Maybe on Morozov?
Yeah. They've been taking penalties here in recent games. They had 6 in a row against the Islanders the other night. Looks like a hooking call. I think that was the sign that he gave. A minute 27 in.
Talking to Ricky Keough before the game, just trying to get line combinations consistent and give some guys an opportunity to play with the same guys for 3-4 games and see if the Penguins can get on a roll 5-on-5.
Big power play goal by the Islanders the other night with a web hit. Back in front, Koivu scores. Saku Koivu right from the doorstep. 1-0 Montreal. Just like that. I was about to say the Islanders got a power play goal the other night to give them the lead. Now the Canadiens strike, and they open it up with a power play goal by center iceman Saku Koivu.
Well, what a great pass by Donald Audette, who got his first goal of the season the other night, Saturday, against the New Jersey Devils, but a bang-bang play. I think in that situation, Hedberg was expecting Audette to come out to his right, Mikey, but he passed the puck back the other way, and Koivu, a bang-bang play, puts it in for goal number 6. Good pressure by the Canadiens to get that puck behind the net. They never let up on Hans Janssen. They take the lead 1-0.
They played perhaps their best game the other night of the season against the New Jersey Devils after being thumped by the Devils in New Jersey on Friday night. And the Canadiens, Andreas Dackel trying to put it back in front of the Penguins' net. Knocked aside. Lemieux, Straka, and Kovalev return, but the Canadiens have the puck. Boulis out here with Dackel and Joey Junot. This will be their checking unit against the Lemieux line. Koivu again scoring the goal, and Koivu. And the Pens come right back and almost score. They put it back in front with an open net, and Lemieux just overskated. Well, looks like we might have some wide open play here between these two clubs tonight.
Oh, what a pass by 66. What kind of bounced over the defender's stick for the Canadiens. I think Marty Straka was really surprised that that puck got through.
Theodore plays it to his defenseman, and the net's dislodged, and we'll have to reset it, and it's going to be against Pittsburgh as far as moving the net. So they'll call for the face-off outside of the blue line.
And over Patrice Brisebois' stick. I don't think Marty ever even got a shot on net there, but he threw it back and went under.
Who was that Dykhouse that kind of cut Lemieux off a little bit? He just couldn't quite get his stick on it.
Yeah, I think he just kind of shielded him. Watch Mario is going for the front. Now he goes behind. All of a sudden, he just goes back the other way. And at the last second, the stick got in the way.
Here's Danny Lacouture. The Penguins using another line here with Manderville and McKenna. McKenna handles the puck, threw it back to the right point. Pusher shoots it. Good save there. By goaltender Theodore. Gilmore on with Mariusz Czerkowski and Yannick Perreault. Penguins have this set up in their own zone. It'll be Joe Melikar. Leaving it for Danny Lacouture. His father Bill came down to see him play out of the Boston area.
It drove 6.5 hours. Usually takes 5 hours.
He told me 7. The story stretches out now. Tomorrow it'll be 9.
It usually
so
takes
bad
5.
The snow, right? Back in front. And Melikar scoops it up. On the rush, it's Primo, and onto the net, and off the glove of Theodore. Bill Lindsay, who will work with Randy McKay and Chad Kilger. There's a center iceman on the line. Bergevin, who got into a heated argument at the end of the game the other night against the Islanders. Kilger drops it off to Bill Lindsay, shoots it, and a good block by Hans Janssen.
I think the Penguins caught a break there. Mikey Kilger had a chance for a breakaway, and he passed the puck back.
He's had a whole lot of confidence this year, looking for his first goal of the season, Chad Kilger. Sweeping out the center point, left side to Dykhouse, onto the net. He never got there. It hit Primo's shin pad.
That was a great shot block by Hans Janssen. That was a hard shot by Billy Lindsay.
Almost 5 minutes into the first period. The Canadiens lead 1-0 on a Saku Koivu goal. Twisted behind netminder Johan Hedberg. Johnson leaves the puck for Dick Karnstrom and heads off. Joey Junot puts it back into Montreal territory. And the Canadiens shoot it ahead. Junot plays it off the boards. Does that quite well. Uses the boards very effectively to move the puck ahead to teammates. Lemieux comes hard out of his own end. It's passed to Kovalev, on down to Straka. Lemieux's open, but offside to call against the Penguins. Line had a good rush there.
Oh, they did. I'm going to go back to the power play for the Canadiens, Mikey. I just want to point out something. We're going to let it roll, but whenever you're on a power play and the other team, the defending team has the puck, you got to have 2 people there. And we're going to keep it. Stop it right here. Look at the 2 players for the Canadiens against 1 of the Penguins, and that's Hans Johnson. If the other team is on a power play situation, you got to make sure that you're out teaming. You have the extra players, so you want to take advantage of that. So if the Penguins have 1 guy in a puck, the Canadiens better have 2. And if the Penguins have 2, the Canadiens better have 3. And they did a great job there getting people on Hans Johnson. They got the puck in front of the net, 1-0 lead. So good job by the Canadiens on the power play.
The right point, Reve hammers into the net. And Hedberg stopping the action here. Ready, Robitaille leaves it for Alex Daig, and Daig swinging up to center ice. Reaching for it is Melikar, but the quick-moving Koivu got there. Checks it into his own end. Sakko Koivu, the native of Finland. Up around the boards. Put it down the wood, and Markov takes it. Markov. Defense out here for the Canadiens with Stefan Quintel. Daig's going to come on to the Canadian zone. The pass for Primo is partially blocked by the Canadiens. They can't get it out. Bergevin, who has registered a goal this year, shoots it high and wide of the Canadian netminder, Josie Theodore. Gilmore can't get it going. It's taken away by Herdina over to Primo. He can't find the biscuit. Johnson knocks it down with a glove. Primo couldn't touch it. Would have been a hand pass, and Patrick Traverse. He's it for Yannick Perreault, who winds it deep into the Penguin zone. And out of action. So we're going to stop and play.
Closed captioning of Pittsburgh Penguins hockey on Fox Sports Net is provided by West Penn Allegheny Health Systems, ranked with America's best by U.S. News and World Reports.
Thanks. Come back again.
Here we go. Get the action going.
About time you got a new TV.
Don't even start with me.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Folding seats, loads of space. If you love it, Chrysler P3 Cruisers got a way to hold it.
$10, it's not gonna fit. It's gonna fit.
Coming up on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
Tonight, team doctors will give you the latest on Tommy Maddox and what the future may have in store. Plus, Cordell Stewart says he's ready, but will he be better? You'll hear from the Steeler quarterback.
Our Stan Savran says there are several reasons why Steeler fans should support Cordell Stewart. Plus, can the Pittsburgh Panthers weather the storm and handle the #1 Miami Hurricanes? Your teams, your town, your show. After the game on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
And tonight's viewer poll, which Montreal-born goaltender under the age of 26 has the brightest future? There are your choices. Log on to PittsburghLive.com to vote and register to win tickets to an upcoming game. PittsburghLive.com, Pittsburgh's #1 website.
Mark Bonilla apparently the other night against the Dallas Stars was incredible.
Last night, yeah, he played unbelievable. He had a 2-0 lead going in the third period. Billy Guerin scored a goal, and then Scott Young tied it up late, and then Turgeon went to the front of the net and win it in overtime.
Traverse scooting back to touch the puck, and the Penguins are guilty of icing. 7 minutes into period #1. The Canadiens on a goal by Sakko Koivu, his 6th of the year from Donald Audette. They have the lead 1-0. It was a power play goal. Koivu, the Canadiens captain. Face-off win by Primo. Canadiens rush in to get control of the puck. Richard Zednik knock off his skates. Left point, a heavy drive. Hedberg to save. Koivu threw it in front, stop. And the rebound comes loose, and Audette just missed there. Cleared by the Penguins, Ville Nieminen. And into the penalty box. And they reach in the refrigerator and get a new puck.
Well, I think the key on this play is that Hedberg gives up the big rebound off the shot by Traverse. The puck bounces over Hans Johnson. And Koivu just throws it in. Oh, Hedberg made a great right skate save. With Donald Audette looking for goal #2 on the season. And Zednik went to the front of the net, kind of caused a little bit of a screen. Seems like that line is clicking on all cylinders right now, just heading to the net anytime anybody's shooting the puck for the Canadiens.
With the Penguins. Play around the horn, and now Brisebois goes back against the grain. You know, the first on the puck, and Karsten had it, lost it, and a quick shot by Jan Bulis. All of a sudden, the Canadiens are starting to take control of the contest. The Penguins had some good chances early against Montreal. Theodore closed the door, but it's Montreal here in the last couple of minutes with the better of the scoring chances.
Going back to that last game for Michel Therrien and the Canadiens against the New Jersey Devils, one thing they talked about was their shift length really being a lot shorter than they had been. I think the Penguins maybe could possibly take a page out of that book, just shorten up the shifts a little bit.
So as you know, the circle was Dackel, but that one comes all the way to Montreal real estate. And Theodore is going to leave it for Carl Dijkhuis. In the center, where it's intercepted by the Penguins. This looks like an icing infraction against Pittsburgh again. We'll stop the play, go the other way.
Well, this Friday, high school football takes center stage with the WPIAL Championships live from Heinz Field. Coverage begins at 12:30 p.m. right here on Fox Sports Net. We're going to be in Atlanta, UPN 19 on Friday night.
Penguins will meet Montreal on Wednesday. In Montreal, very cold day today. Snowing last night. And today, Quintel with a slapper. The winner is upon us. Quebec. Vanderbilt trying to move to some open area. Gives the puck to Joe Melikar. Melikar directs it up into the Canadian zone. Quintel finds the open man, and it's finally on to Yannick Perreault. Koivu can shoot it quickly. Doesn't. He tried. As he went to tee it up, he lost possession of it. 1-0 Canadiens here in period number 1. The only power play goal will be joined this late by Sako Koivu with the Canadiens. Koivu behind the net. Lemieux challenges him. Ariel leaves the puck for Jamie Pusher. On to the left wing to Marty Straka. Back to Lemieux. Come right down the alley, but a poke check makes him lose possession. Tarkovsky has a man open on the right side. Can't go that way to Brisebois. The Canadiens go into the zone. They're offside. Mario's really firing up now, coming back into his own end.
Well, Mikey, we talk about how important faceoffs are, but watch the play here that Doug Gilmour makes off the faceoff win by Yannick Perreault. Just a simple little play. Look, he goes, sets a little bit of a pick, and gives the opportunity for the Canadiens to get that chance. When you think about faceoffs, you think about centermen winning them very cleanly. And right now, the Canadiens are on fire on the faceoffs, but you got to get some help.
Was missing the target on that slap shot. Bulis back to the puck. Jan Bulis has been so quick here in this first period. Very, very good skater. Straka trying to find an avenue. A little space. It goes to Ian Moran. Slapped it right off Carl Dijkhuis, the Canadian defenseman. From Pittsburgh. Leaving the biscuit here for Kovalev. He'll turn, looking for somewhere to go. Stopped by Bulis. Kovalev pulls away, comes into the Canadiens' end. His wrist shot right out of the air, pulled in by the right glove of Josie Theodore.
We talk about Jan Bulis. He had a goal and assist in the first game. I mean, he is a quick skater. Seems to play some of his best hockey against the Penguins.
Look at him, he looks on the smallish side, but I think he's stocked pretty big.
Yeah, he is thick. He is a thick human.
Got that bow-legged style of skating and powerful. And gets to the loose pucks very quickly. I think that's what impresses me more than anything else, is how fast he reacts in going to the loose pucks. If you lose it, he's going to get it. Andre Markov, flip it up to Chad Kilger. Kilger rambles in at 6'4", shoots the puck. Edward makes another save. Randy McKay. By Bergevin right behind the net. Bill Lindsay pulls away from Randy Robitaille. Robitaille coming back after missing 10 games. So a broken bone in his foot. Johnson getting the chance to play with the injured Michael Rozabal. Morozov on one leg, turns the puck now around and shoots it. The block, and they've got a penalty coming up against the Canadiens.
Honey, breakfast is ready.
Okay, Puddin', just getting the paper. Good morning. Good morning. Hey. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
What's up?
Hey.
Good morning.
You know, you can get the Trib delivered to your home every day for 13 weeks, just $9.99.
Meet Randolph Smiley. He once was rich. He once was famous. And he once was sane.
Get me Smoochie.
Hey, it's Smoochie! Come on! Hello, New Jersey!
Now, the only way to take back his career is to take down his replacement. Death to Smoochie.
Order it now on Blockbuster pay-per-view movies.
It's simple. It's easy. Get the best pay-per-view titles in the comfort of your home with Blockbuster pay-per-view movies. You can order from a huge selection of new movies every week. With frequent start times and digital technology, you get immediate movie satisfaction any time of day.
Yes.
And you never need to pick up the phone. Just order using the remote. For complete listings, consult your on-screen guide starting at channel 100 or log on to our website.
Well, it's going to be Randy McKay, who gives a little bit of a hook to Alexei Morozov. Right through the neutral zone, so the Penguins get an opportunity with their first power play. And Tom Spray of Pittsburgh is our Pizza Hut power play contestant. If the Pens score in a PP, Tom wins Pizza Hut pizza for a year.
Lake's top power play unit goes to work against Montreal. Mario Lemieux and the Pens were 2 for 4 against the Canadiens in that 3-3 tie earlier this season. Lemieux to Tarstrom, onto the net, and Theodore has it.
Well, great passing by the Penguins, but a little simple play here. Jan Hrdina standing off to Jose Theodore. He's got to get right in front of Theodore so he cannot see the puck, Mike. He's standing off the side looking for a rebound, and Theodore knows that. Got to get your body right in front so he cannot see it.
Jan Hrdina, the Penguin forward, around to the left side over to Mario Lemieux. Lemieux, wheel and deal. Rozon, too well covered. And out of the zone he comes. He has had just a couple of points in the last 4 games. And to get it going again. Still leading the National Hockey League in scoring, number 66, and he has the puck again. Settles in behind the net to Morozov. Now back to Lemieux. Fakes a shot. Kovalev gives it back to Lemieux. Strzok is between the circles. Doesn't go that way. Went to Tarstrom. Shoots and scores! Dick Tarstrom with a bullet shot. The Penguins tie the game at 1.
Quick movement on the power play, Mikey. That's all it is. Not giving the Canadiens an opportunity to set it up. But Kovalev right through the box. Now watch Lemieux. He takes a quick look, throws it back to Tarnstrom. No hesitation, a one-timer. But the key is that Marty Straka is probably standing about 10 feet in front of Jose Theodore, and there's no way that he's able to see that. But what a pass by Lemieux. Sets up the table beautifully for Dick Tarnstrom. And the Penguins get on the board, tie it up at 1.
Pittsburgh defenseman notching his 4th of the year, 11:37 the time, and we have a brand new hockey game. 2 power play goals here tonight so far. And Canadian defenseman Stefan Quintal lead it to the corner. Goes back after it. Primo battles hard. Another penalty coming up against the Canadiens. Here's Primo. The pusher. Extra attacker comes on. It's Lemieux. But Montreal has possession with 7:50 left here in the period, and Pittsburgh goes right back on the power play. It'll be their second opportunity. Kovalev and Lemieux on the helpers on the goal by Penguin defenseman Tarnstrom.
Well, Mikey, we talked about it a little bit earlier. We're going to stop it right here. Look at where Marty Straka is on this power play, standing right in front of Jose Theodore. So when the Penguins are going back and forth, there's really no way that Theodore is able to see that shot. We go back to the first opportunity by Tarnstrom where Hrdina was standing off to the side. Hrdina stands right in front. Power play goal. The Penguins go back in the power play. So we had a winner on our Pizza Hut power play. Tom Spray, all right.
Penguins have Cantal in the penalty box. A cross-checking call, so Pittsburgh again cranks up the power play. It's 3 already they've had this year against Montreal. Moreau's off of the pen. Looking for Lemieux, goes to Straka instead. Marty Straka. Even for Kovalev. On to Lemieux again. And Lemieux's attempted pass. Nice little deflection there by Joey Junot, the Canadiens penalty killer.
Important for penalty killers, Mikey, to keep your stick on the ice.
Lemieux turns the stick over, takes it on the backhand, moves to the right wing boards this time. Penguins give the Canadiens a little different look behind the net. Straka to Lemieux. Tarnstrom would move towards a goal on the left side. Lemieux handles the puck, turns, shoots it, blocked. He has to hustle back to get it. Down in behind the net, Morozov can't flag it down. Tarnstrom will get it in the far boards. Good read by Tarnstrom to know and when to go to get it. He was right there. The Canadiens will get the puck. They should be able to clear here. Juno on to Dykhouse and away up ice it goes.
Most teams, when they kill penalties against the Penguins, is when that puck's around the boards, they're going to be aggressive. They're not going to give the Penguins all sorts of time.
Kovalev to Lemieux. Mario Lemieux to Dick Tarnstrom. Back to Lemieux. In front of the net, it's number 23, Steve McKenna. Lemieux looks, top of the circle, going to fire it. It was deflected by Markov, offline, left side. Kovalev can't get it on the net. Everybody hustling forward, and Markov has it, but the faceoff will be in Montreal territory. That's a break for the Penguins with 15 ticks on the clock to go in the penalty.
Well, you called it when McKenna standing right in front, and every time that the puck was moving from side to side, McKenna would take a quick look over his shoulder to see where Theodore was, standing right in front of the net.
Big numbers here. When you see a team above 33%, their goal scored on the year above the power play. There you see Nashville and Ottawa. Nashville hasn't got a whole lot of goals at all. 5-on-5. Got that many, but the Penguins have used the power play to their advantage, boy, and there's a big difference in games when they score power play goals and when they don't. Tarnstrom, penalty is over. Here comes Cantal on. So the Pens are 1-for-2. And an icing call coming up here against Montreal. We return in a moment.
What a save by Hedberg. How did he do it that time? I'll never know.
Kovalev, does he have enough left to shoot? The puck does. Score!
Saturday, November 23rd, all fans receive an Ulf Samuelsson bobblehead as the Pens face the Sharks. Call 412-642-PENS or go to Ticketmaster.com today.
This is where I hit the Pick 6 at Santa Anita. Here's where I watched my long shot go wire to wire at Gulfstream. And this is where I hit the trifecta at Golden Gate. Open an ExpressBet account and wager by phone or online. Anytime, from anywhere.
You cannot do it by yourself. You need to tap into the power of the club.
The Chrysler Town & Country LX, with an available rear seat DVD player and built-in cooler console. So now, going out isn't nearly as exciting as staying in.
What are you doing? Nothing.
Chrysler Town & Country, the ultimate minivan.
You need the power of the club.
Now get 0% financing for 60 months for up to $6,800 in finance savings on select Town & Country minivans.
Welcome back to Montreal. 1-1 between the Pens and the Canadiens. It's time for tonight's Lowe's Home Improvement. Difference a year makes. Mario healthy. Surpasses last season's point total of 31.
Yannick Perreault with Mariusz Tchaikovsky and Doug Gilmour. The trio out for Michel Therrien, the coach of the Canadiens. Patrick Devers against Perreault. Coughed it up, and the Penguins regain possession. And here is Primo sending it to the right of Theodore. Vanderbilt. Nieminen and Primo.
We've seen this combination a couple times, Mikey, over the last 4 or 5 games. This line's had some good opportunities.
Vanderbilt right in front, tried to stuff it in on Theodore, and he held his ground long enough to keep that puck out of there. Pretty good reach from behind the net.
Oh, great work there by Kent Vanderbilt. And again, just like on the Canadiens goal where Audette was going to Hedberg's right, I think Theodore might have thought that Vanderbilt was going to his right as well, but he snuck back really quick hands. But here we get a great look from our crew here in Montreal. But Theodore had good eye contact there of taking a look where Vanderbilt was coming. Good opportunity there. A good idea, just take the puck hard to the net.
Right to the goal and a shot by King, and the rebound is denied by Theodore. Now Joe Melikar of the Penguins. Koivu is going to come away with the puck. He'll turn, knocked down by Morozov. Robitaille gets it on to Morozov, trying to pull it around the defender there, and that was Craig Rivet. Morozov will get another opportunity. Robitaille zigs and zags right by. Who's going to get the puck? Robitaille using that skating ability, comes out looking for someone to pass to. Instead he turns to shoot it, and he'll miss the target. Rivet feed it up ahead to Donald Audette. Audette to a moving Zednik, and it goes all the way to the net, where it's gloved by Johan Hedberg. Change of lines coming up here. Pittsburgh with 3 scoring chances in this game. The Canadiens with 2, and we have 4:16 left in the second. You look at Joe Melikar, who comes off. Melikar was out with a shoulder problem earlier in the year, and then Roosevelt follows on with the same problem now. Out with a separated shoulder.
Go back a couple games, the big hit that Matt Johnson, the Minnesota Wild, laid out on Joe Melikar.
Brisebois is going to shoot it and deflect it off the stick of Hedberg. And around back to the left point. Carl Dykhouse of the Canadiens shoots it, and the Penguins get in front of that. Dykhouse been a pretty steady defenseman in his NHL career. Up to Juno, going to Jan Bullis. Bullis. Make anything happen. Michael poke checking Tarnstrom. He's looking for some room here, and Tarnstrom's going to be the man that sets it up.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Dykhouse was the original draft pick of the Chicago Blackhawks at one time.
On to the Canadian zone. Lemieux comes up with the puck again. Kovalev darts behind the net. Trying to feed it to Lemieux going to the cage, but it's intercepted by Brisebois. Here at the right point, trying to keep that puck in. Does with good hustle, but now Dykhouse over to follow and clear it up ice. There's Tarnstrom in the play again to get the puck out. Lemieux gets the puck over to Kovalev. Drop pass. Johnson's wide open. Here he comes. A slapper. And Theodore got a pad on that shot by Hans Johnson.
Oh, what a heady play there by Kovalev. Let all the traffic go by him. And then Johnsson, I don't think Johnsson realized how much time he had. He could have probably taken another step in there and just took a big shot there, but a good save by Theodore.
I don't know if he can shoot it much harder than he did because he got all the body behind it. He had a day and a half. Here's Kentell. Almost lost that puck to Vanderbilt. Now the Pens are there in the march. Nieminen coming with speed against Patrick Traverse. Leaves it for Vanderbilt on one leg. On the page out of Messier's book, or Reckies, as he shot the puck. Never got through. Patrick Traverse in a 1-1 tie. Off the window. I think this will be far enough for icing here against Montreal. And with defenseman Joe Melikar to touch it, they'll drag it back into the Canadiens' ice. Wednesday night, the Canadiens will be in town. Pittsburgh against Montreal. 7:30 game time. Love to see you there in person. If you can't make it, we'll have it for you right here on Fox Sports Net. Don't forget Friday night right here on Fox Sports Net, the high school playoffs. Football.
Mike, you watch Mario here. He's going to go and he's going to give a little hook to Brisebois, but watch. He's hooking him. Look at him. He's looking at the referee, making sure that he knows. He only gave him a quick little tug. It wasn't he was being persistent.
We're starting to win some draws here now, and they shoot the puck offline.
They're starting to even out because the first 6-7 minutes it was all Canadians.
There's Theodore. It's funny how players start to copy other players when you see them over the years. Watching Theodore, young goaltender, on towards the Penguins net. Curtis Joseph do that so much with his stick and turn it over and go the other way. And you now see more goaltenders doing that, the style that they have and how they work with it. Audette rambling to the Penguin zone. Donald Audette got around Moran, comes to the net, and he just couldn't quite make the final play to get the good shot on. Audette now off the boards, has time here. Behind the goal to Koivu. He's got a little different line matchup here. Straka's still on the left side. Brisebois to the net. That's stopped. The rebound. Zednik. Try and dig, and now the puck still loose in the Penguin zone. Ellicott will try and get the puck up ice. Skates it out of danger. Straka falls as he runs into Dykhouse. There'll be a penalty coming up against Dykhouse.
Oh, I think the Penguins caught a break there, Mikey. I think Straka was in a position of stopping and trying to come back the other way. I don't know if Dykhouse actually stuck out his leg or not. Watch what happens. Straka stops. Looked like he was just kind of with his stick right at the last second. Marty goes end over end. So with just under a minute left to go, the Penguins go on their third power play.
I'll tell you one thing, that you better look very quickly. There's Straka shooting. If there's anything close to being or resembling a possible penalty, you might see it even up in a hurry. Lemieux on the power play, trying to cash in here in the last minute of play of period number 1. To Straka the pen, backhanded towards the net. It came off of Theodore. Kovalev goes rink wide to pass hard, and Lemieux gets to it in the left point, but Dackel with tenacity gets there to take the puck back. Andreas Dackel. Slap it onto the Pittsburgh goal, and Hedberg leaves it for Alexei Kovalev. 11 goals on the year. He's fallen off the league lead.
No stick for Dackel.
Lemieux to Tarnstrom. Tarnstrom now back to Kovalev to Tarnstrom, onto the goal. Save made, rebound cleared. The period will come to an end without the Penguins scoring, and barring a miracle shot here.
Oh, Lemieux wanted the puck there badly.
Tarnstrom goes to the right side. Morozov snap it towards the net, but the period will come to an end. All right, that is the end of the first period. Look at the scoreboard. The Pittsburgh Penguins won. The Montreal Canadiens won. You're watching Penguin hockey right here on Fox Sports Net.
Basketball on Fox Sports Net. Big East Player of the Year, Brandon Knight, leads Pitt against Duquesne. Saturday at 7 on Fox Sports Net.
Oh, there's no place like home.
Lowe's brings home improvement home for the holidays. Lowe's has 250 brand name appliances in stock. Take one home today, or we'll deliver it tomorrow. We'll even haul your old one away for free. Use your Lowe's card and pay nothing for 6 months. And Lowe's has low prices every day, guaranteed. That's our promise.
For the holidays, you can't beat home, sweet home.
Lowe's, improving home improvement.
The best damn sports show, period. Hollywood's biggest stars.
I like this show.
Sports' greatest athletes. And the sexiest babes.
Wow.
Comedy, commentary, and highlights. Tonight at 11.
What excites you? What makes you wonder? What new things make you say, wow? At Tech TV, new is what we do every day. Innovative television that explains, explores, and helps you understand how new things work.
You got it!
See the amazing, breathtaking world of technology through the eyes of one truly original television network. Tech TV, new things. Turn us on.
There's a world beyond the one we know.
Only he can lead his old enemies.
They're no longer top of the food chain.
Our forces are ready to fight.
You've been taking orders from me to fight a new breed of terror. Day Walker. Wesley Snipes. You do not know who you are messing with! Blade 2. Playing on Blockbuster pay-per-view movies.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Pittsburgh Penguins hockey on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Chrysler. Drive equals love. By the Meadows and MEC Sports Off-Track Locations, the perfect place for men's night out. And by Bud Light, proud sponsor of the NHL.
Oh, welcome back to Montreal. We're in the first intermission. Ones are wild. Pens and Canadiens tied up at 1, and being joined by a new member of the Pittsburgh Penguin family, former general manager and my boss with the New York Rangers, now a consultant to Craig Patrick, the general manager of the Pittsburgh Penguins, Neil Smith. And Neil, thanks a lot for joining us. And just talk about your role with the Pittsburgh Penguins. You've only been on a board a short period of time. Just talk about your role as far as consulting with Craig Patrick.
Well, really, Eddie, it's just to help Craig in whatever decisions he has to make, player personnel-wise, maybe tracking other teams, watching out for information about other teams, and passing on everything that I can to him about the rest of the league. You know, I get around quite a bit to other games and see other teams, and hopefully I can help somewhere down the road.
You're also doing some TV work for the NHL on the Fly, which is like a non-stop hockey service. Just talk about how do you like doing the TV?
Well, it's great. You know, I do ESPN also whenever I can get a game here and there, and NHL on the Fly is a new concept in Canada where they have all the games going at once and they cut in for 2 minutes here, 2 minutes there. We have you on all the time.
Now, just talk about consulting for Craig Patrick, but you're also an owner of the East Coast Hockey League team, the Johnstown Chiefs. How'd you get involved with ownership? I know you made a lot of money in New York, but ownership in East Coast League.
Yeah, well, it's a good way to lose a lot of money. But what happened was I met Rick Adams, who was the president of the ECHL, and David Lefevre, who owns one of the teams in the league, and I got really interested in that level of hockey. That's about where I used to play. So the opportunity came along to buy Johnstown. I'm a nostalgia buff. Johnstown's been in the league since 1950. So it was a great opportunity to do that and see if you can make it work while I'm not being GM. You know, I wanted to get my fingers in a lot of different things. So a little bit of TV, a little bit of consulting, a little bit of owning minor league teams, you know, try to make it all work.
All right, Neil. Well, congratulations and good luck with the Chiefs, and welcome to the Penguins family.
Well, thanks, Eddie. Thanks
Neil
so much.
Smith, consultant to Craig Patrick and the Pittsburgh Penguins. We got a Pittsburgh Sports Tonight update. You're watching Penguins hockey right here on Fox Sports Net.
Looking for something a little more your speed? Try NHL Street. It's fast, fun, and you don't have to be one of the best. You just come to play. Think you don't know how to play hockey? No problem. We'll get you there. NHL Street. It's fun to play and you can get fit for life. To give it a shot or learn more, log on to NHL.com.
The NFL Show. It's football with a little Fox flavor. 3 game shows will never be the same. The NFL Show on Fox Sports Net.
Jeep 4x4s. They even make paved roads feel safer. Now get 0% financing for 60 months on Grand Cherokee, plus our 770 powertrain limited warranty.
Welcome to Lavalife's Temptation Telephone. Right now, callers are recording their personal profiles and listening to other callers' profiles. Some are even chatting live. Sparks are flying as strangers are becoming friends. Let's meet some of the players. Sarah's in banking. Her passions include golf and golf. She's just met another golf fan and they're talking right now. Need some tips on your swing? Max makes up for his 2 left feet by working wonders in the kitchen. Right now, you could be swapping recipes with him. Renata runs a media company and is looking for someone to keep up with her. She makes friends fast and has been talking to so many people tonight. Mike heads up an IT department, loves animals and romantic walks to the convenience store. Don't wait. Whatever you're looking for, a date, friendship, or fantasy, it's all happening right now on Lavalife's Temptation Telephone. Thousands of singles in your area are calling every day. It's safe, easy, and confidential. Plus, it's free to call. Temptation is calling. Call Lavalife now.
From the earliest moments of our lives, being safe often meant being held back. Now, it also means you're free to go anywhere you want, anytime you want, with Volvo all-wheel drive. Safety cleverly disguised as freedom.
This is your Pittsburgh Sports Update from the Fox Sports News Desk.
Hi, everybody. I'm Guy Junker. It's time now for a Pittsburgh Sports Tonight intermission update. Tommy Maddox is walking today after injuring his back on the last play of the third quarter yesterday. He has no structural damage to his spine, and he returned to Pittsburgh tonight for further tests, but doctors are happy with his progress.
He's been able to be up and walking. He has had no assistance. He's feeling much better other than a headache. His family's been with him and have enjoyed this progress that he's made over this short period of time.
And that's great news. Coming up after the game on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight, we're going to have the latest on Tommy, plus Pitt gets ready for Miami. Penn State plays North Carolina in preseason NIT basketball. We'll have highlights, and we'll send it back up to the Bell Center to Mike and Edzo in Montreal for the start of the second period right after this.
Since 1866, we've had only 6 master distillers of Jack Daniels. Job satisfaction's never been much of a problem. Jack Daniels Tennessee Whiskey.
The holiday season, a romantic blanket of white. What are you in the mood for?
Hungry, amigo? Try Don Pablo's Conquistador Super Combo. For a light lunch, try our soup and salad infinito. All you can eat, only $5.99. Don Pablo's real enchilada. Only at Don Pablo's.
Today, something new will happen. A new idea, a new medicine, or a new invention will revolutionize your world. At Tech TV, new is what we do every day. Innovative television about new and life-changing technology. From the amazing to the breathtaking. See the world of technology through the eyes of one truly original television network, Tech TV. New things. Turn us on.
Order We Were Soldiers on pay-per-view and get the book on tape, We Were Soldiers Once and Young. A $40 value for free. The original epic story of courage by Lieutenant General Harold G. Moore that inspired the movie We Were Soldiers. Just send your pay-per-view bill showing the charge for the movie to We Were Soldiers Book on Tape Offer. Post Office Box 102-858, Denver, Colorado. 80250-2858. We Were Soldiers. Playing on pay-per-view.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back to the Bell Center in Montreal. The Penguins and Canadiens are tied at 1. 2 power play goals in the period.
Well, the Canadiens got on the board first, and a great job by the Canadiens, just outnumbering the Penguins in the offensive zone. Great job by Audette. Good job by Zetting just in the last second to lift the stick of Hans Johnson, but what a pass by Audette, going one way, pass the other, and Saku Koivu gets the Canadiens on the board first. But what a great pass by Mario Lemieux to Dick Tarnscher. But this play all started with great puck movement by the Penguins on a power play and getting people in front of the net, in particular, Marty Straka.
Pittsburgh had the better of the shots, 11-9, the scoring chances too. Montreal with a slight edge in the face-offs, and you can see both teams had a power play goal, and the Penguins have a brief amount of time, I think, to start the second period. But a pretty good period of hockey, I think, for both clubs.
Yeah, I thought the Penguins kind of came out a little bit slow, but then they came out and they picked up the physical play. And I think one thing that they are doing, Mikey, that they haven't been doing as of late is anytime they get a chance to shoot the puck, they're throwing pucks at the net. The Canadiens had at least 4 or 5 block shots in that first period, so I think the Penguins want to continue with that pressure, playing the body, and shoot everything you can at the net.
Second period's coming your way in just a moment right here on Fox Sports Net. Don't go away.
What about Espo?
Espo? He hasn't played in like 50 years.
Well, Ingram's pretty decent.
He's a puck hog. And Clement, hands of cement.
Okay, take Melrose.
Melrose still thinks he's coaching. And this is my team.
Boys, while we're young.
Okay, Melrose.
Come on, not Melrose.
Don't brag about it.
Coming up on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
Tonight, team doctors will give you the latest on Tommy Maddox and what the future may have in store. Plus, Cordell Stewart says he's ready, but will he be better? You'll hear from the Steeler quarterback.
Our Stan Savran says there are several reasons why Steeler fans should support Cordell Stewart. Plus, can the Pittsburgh Panthers weather the storm and handle the #1 Miami Hurricanes? Your teams, your town, your show. After the game on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
Tired of wimpy, paper-thin pizzas? Next time, go deep with the new Chicago Dish Pizza from Pizza Hut. The deepest pizza ever to hit your table. Filled to the brim with layers of cheese, overloaded with toppings, finished before your eyes right at your table with chunky marinara sauce and topped off with freshly grated cheese. So deep, you'll need a fork to eat it. The Chicago Dish Pizza. New at Pizza Hut. Go deep.
Some things seem like such a good idea at the time. We get caught up in the moment and make that impulse purchase. One way to avoid buyer's remorse is to buy a German-engineered Volkswagen. Comes with over 50 standard features and one of the best resale values in the market today.
You cannot sell this.
So see your local dealer soon. They'll work with you to get you behind the wheel of a 2003 Volkswagen. Hang 10, little monkey man. Put the monkey down. Just put him down.
Volkswagen. The cars and the deals are for real.
The NFL Show. It's football with a little Fox flavor. 3 game shows will never be the same. The NFL Show on Fox Sports Net. Championship high school football. The lifelong memories. The school spirit. The big game hero. The WPIAL High School Football Championships. Coverage begins Friday at 12:30.
Tonight on the best damn sports show, period. The Seattle Supersonics, Gary Payton, plus NFL Hall of Famer Larry Zonka, and Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Tonight at 11.
Pittsburgh Penguins hockey on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Jeep. Only in a Jeep 4x4. And by Pizza Hut. Go deep with the new Chicago Deep Dish Pizza, only at Pizza Hut. Pittsburgh will start on a power play to begin period number 2. And Lemieux, Morozov, and Straka are the front line men with Dick Karstrom and Alexei Kovalev, the 2-point men. Lemieux on to Morozov. There he is, and he shoots the puck. Morozov with a goal in the last 10 games.
Oh, what a pass by Lemieux. You know, the way Mario's been going as of late, Mike, Penguin players have been getting some great opportunities. I really feel he's on the verge of a 4 or 5 assist game because some players that he's setting up are getting absolute great chances.
This time he thought Tarkton would be at the right point. Not to be. Now Hedberg sets it up for Lemieux, and look who the first man back was to cover for the mistake he made. Morozov on to Straka, lost the puck. Here's Sednik shorthanded. Be careful here. Got a man in front. Score! It's Koivu with his second. 2-1 Montreal.
Oh, what a great pass by Richard Sednik. A turnover in a neutral zone. A 2-on-1. Koivu goes right to the net, and Hedberg got a piece of this, Mikey, to slow it up, but not enough. But a beautiful little lead pass there by Sednik, and the key is that Koivu sticks on the ice. He knows it's a bang-bang play. and Hedberg almost made an unbelievable save. But a shorthanded goal by Saku Koivu, his second of the game.
The Canadiens' first shorthanded goal of the year. Onto the net, and Theodore makes the save with still time left. And the penalty has just expired, so now they're at equal strength. Ednick will have the only helper on it. And it comes 51 seconds into the second period. Koivu is 7th and second of the night.
Well, what a great pass, though. Zednik knew it was a 2-on-1 there, and Tarnstrom went down. As soon as he went down, that gave the alley the angle to be able to pass that puck right to Koivu, who went right to the net. That's a bang-bang play. You got to make the pass to create the offensive opportunity, and that's exactly what it did.
Vanderbilt with the Penguins on here with Primo and Billy Nieminen. Shot by number 10, Nieminen. That avoids the goal. And the Canadian Stefan Cantel dumps it over to Patrick Traverse. Traverse on to Gilmore, sliding to the Penguins end. The 39-year-old winger, Doug Gilmore, who many had thought would retire at the end of last season, but came back to play for the Canadiens again. Here's a hard shot to the net by Tchaikovsky. Edberg closes that off. So 2 power play goals in this game and a shorthanded tally by the Montreal Canadiens. The third shorthanded the Penguins have given up this season. Offside to call against Montreal.
It's the only game in the National Hockey League tonight here in Montreal. That's it. One game.
Monday Night Hockey.
You like it?
Love it. Thud off the glass and the carom around to the near side of the Pittsburgh zone. And Erdina, nice little board pass over to Alex Day. Puts it up for Bergevin onto the net. And steering the puck wide is goaltender Josie Theodore. He rushes on, has the puck. Here he comes again in front. And Erdina can't find it. Koivu will. Threatening to get the hat trick here in this game. Saku Koivu. Zednik shoots it just to the far post, just missing. Penalty coming up here against Pittsburgh. The Pens will be shorthanded. Hooking call against Alex Day. The Penguins are in the driver's seat with a chance on the power play. They give up the shorthander, and now it's Montreal's turn coming right back. They scored on their only power play chance in the contest.
Well, Zednik just missed that far post. The puck went all the way around the boards. And
Eddie, when you're a player and you make a shot like that, you just, what do you say to yourself? And you know how close you were. We're all turning to shoot.
You wish you would just shot it right in the middle of the net.
From behind the goal. Charging forward is Gilmore. Rose swings it around to Andre Markov, who leads his club in a +5 on the season. Markov, the young defenseman, going to the veteran Yannick Perreault. Ellicott, nice play to take it away, but he can't get it out.
It was a good read, too.
Left side, Markov. Vanderbilt and Herdina, the penalty killers for Pittsburgh. Onto the slot area. Tchaikovsky turning to shoot. And chest high save there by the Moose, Johan Hedberg of the Penguins.
Well, all fans will receive a Mary Lemieux made in Montreal, perfected in Pittsburgh poster when the Pens face the Canadiens this Wednesday. When an adult buys a $25 ticket, kids can get in for just $10 with the Mary Lemieux family program. For tickets, call 412-642-PENS or 800-642-PENS or visit Ticketmaster.com.
Rivet will lead it up to Donald Audette of the Canadiens. Back to Craig Rivet. Much traveled winger. A lot of talk about him being possibly moved. A goal the other night. New life time and time again here in Montreal. There's a steal by Primo, but he actually fanned on it with Theodore leading out of the net. Koivu comes on to the Penguin zone and snapped up by Bergevin.
Great play by Mark Bergevin. He led with his stick and forced Koivu really into no man's land. He was able to get his body a little bit and then steal the puck and ice it. Great job on the penalty killing by Bergevin.
Rushing up Rivet. Vanderbilt closed it off, and Pusher hammers the puck into Montreal territory. A half a minute left on the penalty. 2-1 Canadiens. They can't make anything happen. The Penguins shut them off at that blue line.
A little back check there by Manderville. Just lifted up the stick of Zednik, who wasn't able to receive that pass.
And the Canadiens are actually called on an icing infraction here with 10 seconds left in the penalty to the Penguins' Alex Degg.
Well, here's that play by Bergevin, Mikey. Watch what happens. He leads with his stick and sweeps that puck beautifully and ices it down. So really took away Koivu's time and space at the blue line.
Bergevin, 19th year in the National Hockey League.
I'm sorry, Mike, he's probably more proud that he's known for one of the funniest guys in the National Hockey League, I think, in 19 years.
A little different form of work when he gets done.
He keeps the locker room loose.
Dackel sets up in the left wing boards. Mew runs into Joey Junot, pins him right there. Cleared into the crowd. Face off. Here they're checking and see where it's going to be. It's going to be
should be outside. Yeah.
Wednesday night, these two clubs meet again at the Mellon Arena. Canadiens are always fun to watch. Great skating teams, and they move. They've played well against the Penguins. They won all 4 meetings last year. And a tie this season. They right now have a 2-1 lead over the Penguins. Karstrom to Marty Straka. Kovalev trying to stay onside. He did. A nice skating move there. And that's the skating ability that Kovalev, maybe only Kovalev, has. That incredible ability to use his edges to turn his body in a split second and go a different direction.
Yeah, most guys will just blow a tire and just either go offside or fall over and do the splits.
Keep your balance. I want to take a look at that again. Just what he can do on skates. Did take, if I'm not mistaken, some figure skating when he was younger. He's done everything. I mean, he's gotten every possible that quality you could possibly imagine as far as skating and skills and everything that he uses.
Well, let's check tonight's Icy Light. What's on tap? As we mentioned, first of a home and home against the Canadiens. Then Friday night, the Atlanta to take on the Thrashers. Quick turnaround and play the Sharks on Saturday night.
Thrashers had something going for a while, but now they've lost a couple of home games. Center ice, it's backhanded away. They are out of the cellar, though. They are not the worst team in the National Hockey League, record-wise. Who owns that number now?
Nashville?
Buffalo. Least number of points of any team in the league. Andy Longatua slammed to the boards by Randy McKay. Penalty against McKay. 40. Back on the power play momentarily.
Hungry, amigo? Try Don Pablo's Conquistador Super Combo. For a light lunch, try our soup and salad infinito. All you can eat, only $5.99.
Don Pablo's real enchilada.
Only at Don Pablo's.
Now, Bill, it's me again. Yeah, stuck.
Mercedes-Benz C240 Sport Wagon with 4MATIC all-wheel drive.
Thanks, buddy.
Nothing keeps it from its appointed rounds.
And tonight's viewer poll, which Montreal-born goaltender under the age of 26 has the brightest future? There are your choices. Log on to PittsburghLive.com to vote. Register to win tickets to an upcoming game. a penalty on Randy McKay. Kind of left his skates a little bit with Danny Lacouture really in a tough spot. 2-minute boarding call for the former New Jersey Devil. Always liked the way that Randy McKay's played throughout his career. Honest, good hands for a big guy, and he's had a great career.
I wouldn't argue one bit with you. He goes to the net, goes hard, plays the game physically. Honest effort every night. Moves Lemieux off the boards. Can't make a play. A good effort there by Koivu, the Penguin point man, to keep the puck alive. Rolls off around Lemieux, works the right side of the Canadiens in now. To Dick Tarnstrom has the only Penguin goal. Pittsburgh has been involved in power plays. All the goals have been done. Then here's Morozov. He shoots and scores. We're tied at 2. Alexei Morozov. We've got a brand new hockey game. Magic of Lemieux again, setting the play up.
Well, look how much room Morozov has, and that's exactly what happens when Lemieux has the puck. He passes right by Dykhouse, and it's too far for Dykhouse to come back on Morozov, and Brisebois just watches Morozov as he comes out to the front because he knows he has to be worried about the backside. But Morozov with goal number 8 off the pass from Lemieux and Dick Tarnstrom. The second power play goal of the game for the Pens ties it up at 2. Beautiful shot, shorthanded.
That's 4 power play goals Pittsburgh has registered against Montreal this year in the 2 games to date. And Nieminen swings it on to Kent Vanderbilt. He has some room to Primo. There he is. And he couldn't get it to the short side. As closing over to his right was Theodore. Another penalty coming up here.
It's going to be on Montreal.
Canadiens are going back to the box. An obstruction call.
Tchaikovsky?
There he is, Tchaikovsky.
I said short-handed. I meant short side on Theodore. The shot by Morozov. The penalty happened just a little bit before that.
I would hope it did.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Looking to call against Tchaikovsky. And Pittsburgh cranks it up one more time. 5th opportunity of the evening. Lemieux with a couple of helpers tonight. Dackel took it away. Have never had the lead in this hockey game. Trying to take it down. Number 2, they've given up a short-handed goal. Here's Lemieux. Dances his way in.
Got to shoot that puck there.
The skate of Verdina. There's a 2-on-2. Lemieux charging hard to make it 2-on-2. He gets back. Dackel was out of gas, so was Juno. And here's Lemieux after that long rush. Great pass to Verdina. This slap shot way high and wide. Verdina lets it go to Lemieux on the right wing board. Brisebois took it away. Off to Kilger. Fake a shot and slap it up ice. Pittsburgh down to 52 to go. Ariel plants himself with a blue line. I think he's going to come off now. It's a pretty hard minute 10 for Lemieux on that power play. Out of midair. Coming to Kovalev. Kovalev does stay out. And it's a Straka trying to get into the zone as he did, though he bumped into his own man, Haig. Allowing the Canadiens to recapture the puck and clear.
I think Haig was just trying to get out of the way. He wasn't sure which way Marty was going to go on that play.
Straka hustles up. He's got a chance here and shoots it, and he missed on the stick hand side of Theodore. Zednik who could fly. Tarnstrom got back to break it up. Push it to the right side. Little pass back. He had a man going to the net. McKenna. Instead it goes to Day. Right side delivery over to Tarnstrom. Time ticks down the penalty. Push it to the net. Save made. Rebound. That's stopped by Theodore. But a good shot by Straka. Penalty's over. Tchaikovsky's back on.
Oh, a couple of great opportunities for Marty Straka, but we're going to go back. The play by Lemieux, Mikey. Now he passes the puck back to Kovalev. Now let's stop it right here. Well, Kovalev had a chance to shoot the puck a little bit before that, but he kind of went to the middle of the ice instead of going right down the area of the high slot. Trying to make a little fancy play there, but good pass by Lemieux.
Vanderbilt circles around. The Penguins with Kent Vanderbilt, Billy Niemanen, and Wayne Primo. Vanderbilt's playing his best hockey of the year right now. And off the post as Niemanen shot it. They called actually for a face-off. Vanderbilt shot the puck. It appeared to skip off of Theodore and hit the pipe. The referee may have lost sight of the puck.
Yeah, Tim Peel. Oh, great work. And this is that line, Mikey, of Vanderbilt on the left side with Primo and Niemanen. Just keeping it simple, throwing the puck at the net. And Theodore makes a real good save here. And Tim Peel, the referee, thinks that the puck is frozen or he loses sight of it.
Through a screen. That's a key save there by Josie Theodore. Melikar got that one on the net. A face-off win by Pittsburgh. That's a good save.
It's a quick little shot there by Joe Melikar. Good face-off win by Primo. Theodore standing tall.
Melikar has not scored a goal in the National Hockey League. Pretty close there. 2-2 the score. Halfway through the hockey game, and into the right side comes Mariusz Czerkowski. Yannick Groh, he's moving in. As he shot the puck, it was partially blocked. Traverses the left point, drives it to the net. That's going to be denied by the Penguins, and on to center it goes. Czerkowski using some moves there of Kovalev. Bergevin hauled him down. He'll go to the penalty box. Canadiens have the power play.
We're a country that loves competition. If somebody starts mixing it up, we're there. You gotta love the idea of car and driver putting the top 4 pickups up against each other. And we gotta love the fact that Dodge won. Yep, Dodge Ram is #1 over Chevy, Ford, and Toyota. When you're buying a pickup, you can't go wrong putting your money on the only pickup with 4 full-size doors and a full-size bed. Dodge Ram. Get 0% financing or $1,500 cash allowance, plus Dodge's 770 powertrain limited warranty. Ford, Chevy, and Toyota don't match this.
I was thinking the worst. I was just being a regular human being. I mean, just sitting there watching him open up the folder to tell me this. One, I didn't know what Hodgkin's disease was. Whatever's in you, this cancer, is eating you. It was one of the scariest moments of my life. My doctors know what they're doing. That will determine whether someone like me lives or dies.
In the recent listing of America's best doctors, virtually all the cancer doctors in Western Pennsylvania work at UPMC. No wonder UPMC is the top-rated cancer program in the state.
My son was just born 7 weeks ago tomorrow, and I'm gonna be here for a long time to come to be with him. I gotta make it through with the Cancer Center's help to make sure this guy gets on a good foot.
Well, receiver free ticket when you purchase a Flex 10 book and mention you heard it from Mike and Enzo. Flex 10 coupons can be redeemed in any combo for discount tickets to any home game. Call 412-642-PENS.
Another penalty right from the face-off. A tripping call.
Dina again, Mikey.
Well, Yanni's had a stretch here that's been unbelievable.
Well, there's the first penalty by Mark Bergevin. Great move there by Mariusz Czerkowski. And then there, Hrdina after the face-off upends. I think that was Koivu he upended. So a 5-on-3 for 1 minute and 56 seconds. Got to watch for Audette off to the side of the net here.
Here's Brisebois, a 2-2 tie. Brisebois looks the scene over. Markov down low to Audette. Koivu's planted to the left defender. They give the puck to Brisebois. Now to Markov. Andre Markov to Patrice Brisebois. There it is along the goal line to Koivu. In front, and Audette was standing there. It never got through to him. Brisebois. Will he shoot it? Doesn't. Melikar, Moran, and Vanderbilt. The trio out here for the Penguins. Brisebois with 1.5 minutes to go with a 2-man advantage. Markov swings it back to Brisebois. The Canadian point man. Koivu scores! The hat trick for Saku Koivu of the Canadiens. First one ever. That's hard to believe.
Canadiens were very patient. And a bad break for Hedberg as he went down a little bit early and went off the right pad into the net. But the fans here were being very, very boisterous and letting the Canadiens know that they should shoot the puck. And I don't think the people realize here that Koivu's got the hat trick. Did you see any hats go on the ice?
Not one. You know what, though? This is not unusual anymore in Canada, because we had a similar situation either here in Montreal or Ottawa where somebody had a hat trick and no hats were thrown on the ice. Yes, and it doesn't happen here tonight. This is not the first time. All of a sudden, that tradition has become Americanized, if you will. Brisebois over to Gilmore. Gilmore sets up shop here. Still in a one-man advantage for the Montreal Canadiens. Second power play goal. In front, McKay took a swipe at air. The puck wasn't even near him, but he was trying to set it up like a hitter trying to hit a fastball.
You don't understand what I'm saying? That the fans were, I mean, they wanted the Canadiens to shoot, but you're in a 5-on-3 situation. You're trying to draw out the penalty killers as best you can. And that's what the Canadiens were doing. They finally waited for their opportunity, missed a couple chances. Koivu put in the goal off the side of the net. So good play there by the Canadiens to stay patient.
Down into Pittsburgh ice, and here comes Dick Karnstrom. Penguin defenseman flipping that puck all the way onto the ice surface. Canadiens will have time for one quick rush here with 8 minutes to go in the second period. 3-2 Montreal. All 3 goals scored by Saku Koivu. 6, 7, and 8 on the campaign, and Erdina will hit the ice. It's a long time for him to wait in that penalty box. Watched him score a goal. Now he finally gets on. Erdina backhands it to Straka. Primo is on the ice too with Marty Straka. Not quite sure what they want to do here at line. Now they got this line together here, but it's a mix and match, if you will. The Canadiens coming up with the puck, and Brevet steers it in. Hedberger will leave it for Ian Moran. And Moran shuffles it right by Joey Junot. Canadiens are out of sync right now. They don't have what they want on the ice, but it keeps right on going, and now they'll lose it. Finally, Primo gets to the bench. Erdina stays on here as the Canadiens have it. Straka looks to the bench. He's going to keep in the Canadian zone and finally go to the bench. Everybody finally got off.
I think Ricky Keele wanted to get the right penalty killers out there, and then Erdina came out of the box. I think that's why there was that little bit of that confusion there. Just got to make sure you know what position you're playing. I mean, that's the most important thing.
When I looked out, it looked like they were trying to figure out who was
playing center, or who was playing left or right, because Erdina's been playing a lot of left wing.
Right.
Once he came in the box, you have to be aware, and that's one thing for all you young hockey players out there. If you're in the penalty box and you're not sure where you're going, you better find out. And to know that, just take the spot that's open and stay there. Start switching around, because that's where a lot of confusion will happen.
Markov in the corner. McKenna tried to get it on the net. He couldn't do it. Canadiens lead by 1. Richard Zetnik hustles into the Penguins end. Got a half a step on Han Johnson. Up to put it in front of the net. Bergevin has logged a lot of ice time tonight for the Penguins. Comes up that far wing, taking off his blades. And we got a diving call here?
No, I don't think so. Just a face-off.
The referee there, Beal, gave a motion like you're diving.
Hedberg just didn't. I don't know if he was anticipating the pass going over. He went to stack the pad, kind of fell forward. I really think even if Koivu would have stopped that puck, shot the puck short side like Morozov did, he would have had a wide open net.
Brisebois just misses there on that shot. And Kilger hauls it in. Canadian forward. Straka will pull away. Norman Lemieux and Kovalev. 3-2 Canadiens here in the second period. This is the game that has seesawed back and forth. The Canadiens having never been behind here in this game. Rallied on 2 occasions. And we'll try for a third here to get back and tie it. It's Randy McKay of Montreal shooting the puck in. Hedberg plays it off the window to center. Let's have Lemieux with a biscuit. Giving the puck quickly to Moran. Wide open. Slapper and a save by Theodore. They're going to just put that one right on the table for Ian Moran.
I don't know if that was Kovalev off to Ian Moran's right that had the beaver tap going. We'll be back.
Boss, they did it again.
Oh, there's no place like home.
Lowe's brings home improvement home for the holidays. Lowe's has a holiday store within a store to make it easier than ever to decorate your home. And Lowe's has low prices every day, guaranteed. That's our promise. For 56 years, we've been helping families celebrate the holidays.
For the holidays, you can't beat home, sweet home.
And improving home improvement.
There are places that I know where people they can go to play their favorite games. Let's call it out by name. It's America's game, the one and only Powerball. I'm only gonna tell you one more time. It's America's game, the one and only Powerball.
Welcome back. Canadiens lead 3-2. Dick Tarnstrom gets a stick around the face area of Randy McKay. That's a good look. Tarnstrom jumping into the play. Both Moran and Tarnstrom defenseman jumping in on that last play. Canadiens go back on the power play.
Another power play chance by the Canadiens. They're fifth of the night. Penguins have had 5 already. Montreal has cashed in on 2. They did not have a power play goal in that opening game against the Penguins, the 3-3 tie. They went 0 for 5. Koivu, did he possibly get 4? A lot of time to work with here. Look at by stick by Vanderbilt. Another penalty, Pittsburgh. Saku Koivu clipped in the face. And Manderville's going in, and this will be a 2-man advantage
right now.
2-man advantage for at least 1:31.
They're looking to see if he is cut. It's 2 minutes. A great balance there, but Manderville at the last second tries to reach in, gets that stick up, and thankfully Koivu's got that shield on. So again, for the second time in this second period, the Canadiens on a 5-on-3 opportunity. The last one they had 1:56. Here they got 1:31.
Moran and Bergevin out here with Mario Lemieux. Still the Canadiens lead by only 1. They're trying to add to it here. Audette the puck and he missed the target. Brisebois, who assisted, along with Markov in the goal, the last one by Koivu. Stolen away by Ian Moran.
Not a good pass selection there by Patrice Brisebois. Something he didn't do in the first 5-on-3, Mikey, is force passes. There he tried to force it. Penguins cleared it.
Audette settles in on the left wing side. 57 to go in the 2-man advantage. Lemieux chasing him. Now pulls back. The top of the triangle is Lemieux. Markov to the right side to Brisebois. Down low to Koivu in front. Couldn't get it over to Audette. Koivu behind the net. Nice defensive effort there by Penguin defenseman Ian Moran to block his attempted pass. Brisebois walks right in front. Oh, trying to direct it was Audette. He couldn't get the net. Brisebois one more time. Shoots it. Oh, it went through Hedberg and in. Koivu touch that puck? No. Brisebois shot it. It just skipped through Hedberg. And it's 4-2 Montreal. Another 2-man advantage goal.
Well, Brisebois tried to get the puck to Donald Audette. I think the goal judge actually put the light on after that opportunity here. But Brisebois shoots it, goes right through Johan Hedberg, who slowed it up. But Richard Jednick standing right in front of the net with the screen. So all specialty teams for the Canadiens. 3 power play goals tonight and a shorthanded. They lead 4-2 and they're still on a power play.
This is power play chance number 6. Greg Reve. Reve hustles in. Tchaikovsky and the Canadiens to the left side. 4-2 Montreal. Yannick Perreault. Throw it around to Mariusz Tchaikovsky. Feeds it to Perreault. Stopped by Milikov.
Well, you have to think ahead a little bit here, Mikey, that the Penguins are going to get a 5-on-3 opportunity somewhere.
Well, they had one.
Well, even it up.
Tchaikovsky bounces it in. Sometimes when the breaks go against you, I mean, you got 2 high sticking calls that are not by intent by any means, but they end up being penalties. Yeah, no question about it. No, I don't argue them at all. I mean, it's when you get on a streak where things run against you, and this is part of it.
It's tough, especially with the length that the Canadiens had on both of them. When you look at a minute and a half plus.
Minute 56 on the first one. Here is Gilmore, wide open, shoots, and Hedberg closes him off. That might have sealed the fate of the game right there. Gilmore scored. And Hedberg robs him. Gilmore has 440 lifetime goals in the National Hockey League. He's looking for 441. Not to be.
Well, I think everybody slowed up here because this was going to be a high stick here on Bergevin. The stick was above the shoulder. But look at that play there by Tchaikovsky to chip it in and bounce over Hans Janssen. And it's a breakaway from the top of the circles in for Dougie Gilmore. And he tries to go 5-hole between the legs of the Moose. I think that puck was rolling too. I think the Penguins might have caught a break there.
Lemieux tapping ahead to Marty Straka. Get the puck to Ian Moran. 2:10 to go. Ernie Kuznerek will join you at the end of the second period. Newest member of our Fox Sports net team here in Pittsburgh. This little package coming your way during the intermission. We hope you'll stay tuned for. Here's Dackle. Throwing the puck over to Joey Juneau. Dackle turns around. And intercepted here by Lemieux. On to center. Van Kentel hammers the puck into the Penguins in.
Canadiens are fresh here. They made a real smart change. The Penguins got some tired players out there.
They get it to Reve. Markov trying to shoot it. Loose in front. Right to the net. As Audette is denied by Hedberg. Montreal steps it up a notch here.
Another great save by Hedberg. Talked about the good change by the Canadiens. Donald Audette, fresh hockey player. Outfought Marty Straka, a pair of 82s right in front of Hedberg and a glove save.
And again they move in. Vanderbilt's going to take the puck. 70 seconds left here in the period. Reve. Out it comes in a Markov lead pass to Richard Zednik. Puck hit the linesman. And the Penguins Koivu with a 4.9. 3 goals and an assist here against the Pens. And still a period of hockey plus to go. Morozov puts it up. His first hat trick ever, if is correct, for Saku Koivu.
Always plays well against the Penguins.
Fischer's pass. Dina will take possession of it. On to the Canadian zone from Morozov. It's just a little too far. Collision between Herdina and the Canadiens. That's Audette. 6 penalties the Penguins have taken here tonight.
That's the way to finish your check. Jan Herdina and Donald Audette. There's that play I was talking about earlier. Audette there.
2 big saves by Hedberg. One on Gilmore on the breakaway. That one on Audette.
And he got another whack at that there with Marty Straka coming in after the initial save. Straka was the back forward. I think it was Tarnstrom that he outfought in front of the net. Couple real good saves there.
And that's the hustle back here with Jan Hulis right on his backside. This is one of those guys that, you know, every time you look up, there he is. It's one of those type of situations. Straka. Look at Dykhouse pull away from Straka. This is better speed than you think. The siren sounds here. At the Bell Center in Montreal. We look at the scoreboard, and it reads Montreal 4 and Pittsburgh 2. A whole lot of activities coming up in this intermission right here on Fox Sports Net Pittsburgh.
Coming up on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
Tonight, team doctors will give you the latest on Tommy Maddox and what the future may have in store. Plus, Cordell Stewart says he's ready, but will he be better? You'll hear from the Steeler quarterback.
Our Stan Savran says there are several reasons why Steeler fans should support Cordell Stewart. Plus, can the Pittsburgh Panthers weather the storm and handle the #1 Miami Hurricanes? Your teams, your town, your show. After the game on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
Jeep 4x4s. They even make paved roads feel safer. Now get 0% financing for 60 months on Grand Cherokee, plus our 770 powertrain limited warranty.
ACC basketball returns. A dominant form. A superior game. Tobacco Road comes alive as John Chaney's Temple Owls battle Wake Forest and superstar Josh Howard. ACC Sunday Night Hoops returns December 1st on Fox Sports Net. Basketball evolved to its highest state.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. was born to make NASCAR more exciting. The Daytona 500 returns this February only on Fox.
All we are saying is give new movies a chance. Ready to see something new? Turn to Blockbuster pay-per-view movies.
You spoke of escape.
A timeless classic.
In return for your help, I offer something priceless.
Alive as never before.
I shall become a count.
What do you want to buy?
Revenge.
The Count of Monte Cristo. Now playing on Blockbuster pay-per-view movies.
In an age of sorcery and tyranny,
The prophecy says tomorrow we conquer.
one man dared to fight back.
Will you stand alone before the fury of his armies?
Order the Scorpion King starring The Rock. And stay tuned past the credits to learn how to get a $10 rebate off the Scorpion King video game. That's a $10 rebate off the Scorpion King video game.
Catch this.
The Scorpion King, now playing on pay-per-view.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Pittsburgh Penguins hockey on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Dodge. Get somewhere. Grab life by the horns. Dodge. By Jack Daniel's Country Cocktails, who remind you to live colorfully but drink responsibly. And by Amco Transmissions, your transmission experts. Call 1-800-GO-AMCO.
Welcome back to the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, where the Penguins and the Canadiens are between the second and the third period. Now, this is a homecoming of sorts for 4 Penguins players, 4 of them all hailing from Montreal, Quebec. Goalie Jean-Sébastien Aubin, forward Alexander Daigle, defenseman Marc Bergevin, and of course, we all know Mario Lemieux. Now, Mario Lemieux is a legend here in Quebec. He was drafted in the first round of the 1984 entry draft after a phenomenal 3 years with the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. All of his final totals in 70 games, all of them are league records. But what makes it all the more impressive are the number of players who also played in that same junior league. 3 other current Penguins and 8 Canadians all played in the QMJHL, and also the Canadiens' current head coach and 3 of his assistant coaches also coached in that Canadian League. Now, this is also a homecoming of sorts for Randy Robitaille. He is from Ottawa, Ontario, but he was a Canadiens fan growing up.
I was a big Montreal Canadian fan growing up. My dad was a big Montreal fan, and he kind of instilled that in me. And we used to take Montreal was only about an hour-and-a-half drive from Ottawa, so we'd take some trips up there and watch some games. And obviously, in the '80s, they were obviously pretty dominant team, and so it was fun to watch them play. And obviously, I like the Gretzkys and Lemieux and stuff, but my team was Montreal Canadiens.
Well, Penguins and Canadiens third period coming up, and first after a break, we'll send it back to Pittsburgh for a PST update.
When it comes to cars, your Toyota dealer has more choices than anyone, including an all-new Camry, an all-new Corolla, and the completely new Toyota Matrix. More choices, better choices. Get the feeling. Toyota.
The very best of Fleetwood Mac. Now, the best songs from one of the world's greatest bands on one incredible collection.
You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day.
The very best of Fleetwood Mac 2 CD collection features songs from 3 decades of their brilliant career. 36 of the most memorable songs of all time.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
When you receive this enhanced CD, you can put it into your computer and watch exclusive documentary footage of The very best of Fleetwood Mac is the ultimate collection.
Covered hills till the landslide brought me down.
To order the very best of Fleetwood Mac, call the number on your screen or send check or money order for $24.98 CD plus shipping and handling to the address shown. Call now and receive your free lithograph with your order. Rush delivery available.
This is your Pittsburgh Sports Update from the Fox Sports News Desk.
Hi, everybody. I'm Guy Junker. We'll send you back out to the Bell Center in a moment. But first, a Pittsburgh Tribune Review intermission update. Steeler quarterback Tommy Maddox is back in Pittsburgh tonight. He was up and walking earlier today in a Tennessee hospital after injuring his spine during Sunday's game. From a football standpoint now, focus has to shift to Cordell Stewart, who will take over the lead of the team.
I was always encouraging Cordell and say, be ready. I mean, because you're going to get your chance again. And, regardless of what the media and the fans say about you, I mean, I have faith in you. So I know you can go out there and get it, get the job done. And, I got to tip my hat off to Cordell. He came in and did a tremendous job.
After the game on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight, we'll have the latest on Tommy's condition. Plus, Pitt prepares for Miami in football. Penn State takes on North Carolina in basketball. And we're going to send it back for hockey in Montreal to Mike and Edzo in the third period right after this.
What a save by Hedberg. How did he do it that time? I'll never know.
Kovalev, does he have enough left? He shoots, the puck does. Score!
Saturday, November 23rd, all fans receive an Ulf Samuelsson bobblehead as the Pens face the Sharks. Call 412-642-PENS or go to Ticketmaster.com today.
this is where I hit the pick six at Santa Anita. Here's where I watched my long shot go wire to wire at Gulfstream. And this is where I hit the trifecta at Golden Gate. Open an Express Bet account and wager by phone or online. Anytime, from anywhere.
We promise not to tell your favorite old movies that you're cheating on them. Ready to see something new? Then turn to Blockbuster Pay-Per-View Movies.
It's so hard giving up what you love the most.
No sex for Lent. For 40 days. If I can do that, then everything will be okay.
You think you can go 40 days?
Josh Hartnett is taking the biggest challenge of his life.
You won't last a week.
40 days and 40 nights. Now playing on Blockbuster Pay-Per-View Movies.
One cannot live fully without embracing crime.
Welcome homicide.
Planning. Given the sloppy nature of the crime scene, they'll have their work cut out for them.
Haunting.
I'm gonna cooperate any way that I can.
Really?
But he doesn't fit the profile.
Yeah, the profile doesn't fit the profile.
Taking control.
I think these kids did this. I think they're not even hiding it. And I think they want us to know.
Sandra Bullock. Murder by Numbers.
Playing this month on Blockbuster Pay-Per-View Movies.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back to Montreal at the Bell Center. The Penguins trail the Canadiens 4-2 at the end of 2 periods. And here are the highlights from the second period. Edzo?
Well, a shorthanded goal by Saku Koivu. Goal number 2. Great pass by Richard Zednik. The Penguins turn the puck over. The Canadiens lead 2-1, but the Penguins answer right back. Tarnchum to Lemieux, buying some time. He brings out Carl Dykhouse, the defenseman, throws it down. Alexei Morozov, short side, beats Jose Theodore to tie it up at 2. And then on a 5-on-3, Patrice Brisebois finds the captain, Koivu, for his first career hat trick. Canadiens with a 3-2 lead. And again on a 5-on-3 opportunity, Patrice Brisebois throws it down. Audette, good save by Hedberg. Koivu back to Brisebois. Hedberg gets a piece of it. Zednik right in front. The second 5-on-3 goal of the game, Mikey, and they lead 4-2 after 2.
Pittsburgh still maintaining the lead in shots. The scoring opportunities are pretty even. Montreal pulling away on the faceoffs. And look at the numbers on the power play. Every goal has been involved in special teams. Eddie mentioned that. 3-4-6 on the Canadiens, 2-4-5 of the Penguins, and then the shorthanded goal that Montreal had. So it's been a big part of this hockey game. Still may be a big part before it's all done.
Well, very rarely you would see in a situation, especially a high-scoring game, where you see all the goals on the specialty teams. 5 on a power play, 1 shorthanded. But I think for the Penguins, they got to get back to the way they were playing in that first period of getting the puck in, shooting the puck as often as they can, but get a little bit more physical, because I think, like the Penguins, the Canadiens love a skating game.
We've got a third period coming your way from Montreal. I'll have it for you in a moment.
Officially, it's called Jack Daniel's Old Time Old No. 7 brand Quality Tennessee Sour Mash Whiskey. But you can ask for Jack.
The Braun Synchro is the world's first shaver with a 4-way moving head, so it catches more hair and fewer strokes for a closer shave. Only it moves so fast, you can't see it, but you can hear it. And to keep it feeling like new every day, its automatic self-cleaning system thoroughly cleans the shaver and alcohol, leaving nothing to come between the shaver and your face. Braun, designed to make a difference.
From the earliest moments of our lives, being safe often meant being held back. Now, it also means you're free to go anywhere you want, anytime you want, with Volvo all-wheel drive. Safety cleverly disguised as freedom.
Tonight on the best damn sports show, period. The Seattle Supersonics, Gary Payton, plus NFL Hall of Famer Larry Zonka, and Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Tonight at 11.
Can you experience the future or relive the past?
Time travel? My question is, why can't one change the past?
Using your remote, you can take a glimpse into the mind of H.G. Wells.
I can look inside your memories.
tune to channel 183 and order the Time Machine for only $1.99.
You will pay a price.
The Time Machine, starring Guy Pearce, now playing for only $1.99 on Blockbuster pay-per-view movies.
Before it can be a favorite old movie, it has to be a favorite new movie. Ready to see something new? Then turn to Blockbuster pay-per-view movies.
Cops can't help you.
On her own.
No one can help you.
And on the run from the person she fears the most, her husband. Everyone has their breaking point.
You know, love is a scary thing. How powerful it is, what it does to you.
And Jennifer Lopez has had enough.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Koivu, who will celebrate his 28th birthday on Saturday. He's doing a little bit early here tonight against the Penguins. 3 goals and an assist for Saku. And Andre Montcalm winds it to the Penguins end to begin period number 3. Orders have been off to Penguin forward Wayne Primo. Wayne Primo on the ice with Kent Vanderbilt and Billy Niemanen. 3 power play goals tonight for the Canadiens, 2 for Pittsburgh. Primo pulls the trigger and he missed. And it's Hans Janssen who's on the right side of defense. Janssen playing here, facing the injured Michael Roosevelt. Andrew Ference, by the way, of the Penguins is coming along slow but sure. Expect him to start really
cranking it up.
Yeah, moving it up a little bit here. Here's Niemanen upended by Zednik, and he's going to the penalty box. Richard Zednik. Penguins will pull their goaltender. Got that puck in their own end. A little careful here. They do come up here with the extra attacker on. Kovalev is giving the puck to Straka, now to Lemieux. Extra attacker, delayed penalty coming up. Straka trying to get to it, and he could not. The Canadiens do, and now it'll be a penalty against Richard Zednik of Montreal.
Well, it's time for our UPMC injury update. Go back to Saturday night, the big hit on Michael Roosevelt.
You know, Mike, you sitting at home, probably not enjoying that hit. Just watching that.
He's probably looking for somebody to give him a little help, hold him up a little bit.
A half dozen power play chances now for the Penguins.
That was a clean hit.
Baseball around the boards, and out comes Joey Junot. Canadiens have a short end of goal also in this game. And by Koivu. Just trailed the last time they were in here. The Canadiens, and ended up tying the game with just over 8 seconds to go. They went to a scoreless overtime period. Morozov gaining some speed. The Karam pass here to the near side. Lemieux feathers it over to Kovalev of the Penguins. Slapper. That one deflected off something. Goes behind the net. The quick moving Morozov on the puck. Theodore deflects it. Lemieux off the boards. Little pass to Tarnstrom. Back to Mario. Cross rink. 60-foot pass right to the stick of Kovalev. Now to Tarnstrom. Back to Lemieux. The one thing Mario's not doing, he's not shooting a lot from that area. Actually, he's playing more back on the boards as he had in prior years.
So the guys aren't setting the table up.
Tarnstrom in front. Morozov tried to redirect, couldn't do it. Morozov in front to Hrdina. He shoots and scores. It's 4-3. Jan Hrdina of Pittsburgh makes it a 1-goal game. Another power play goal by the Penguins.
Now, what a pass by Alexei Morozov. I don't know if Tarnstrom was trying to, almost like a shot pass to Morozov or not, off the side of the net. For Jan Hrdina on the power play. Again, another special team goal. 6 on the power play, 1 shorthanded. Jan Hrdina with goal number 5 in his 200th point. His National Hockey League career.
Billy Niemanen. 10 of the Pens will shoot it in behind the net. Vanderbilt goes after it. Pittsburgh trying to tie this game now. Vanderbilt turns to shoot it, and that hit a stick. Grabbed by Primo. Primo's going to move out. Vanderbilt shoots it, and gloved by the Canadian netminder, Josie Theodore. Vanderbilt's really getting a lot of shots off from everywhere on the ice here in in this little stretch run that he's had since he scored the goal recently. He's been on fire.
There's a look at the goal again. Carson was just passing that puck, and what a great pass there by Morozov after the shot. The pass by Tarnstrom went wide, just threw it right in front. Surprise Theodore. Has he got 3?
Yep. He might be the league leader in points. I have to check here. He was right there. He was 3rd coming into this game. Here's Lacouture in the corner, kicked away, and Robitaille looking behind the net. Couldn't get it there. Day in a collision here with Bill Lindsay of the Canadiens. 4-3 Montreal. Lindsay. To the left point to Markov. Actually, I think he was trying to pass that puck to Chad Kilger. Bellicar got sandwiched and knocked off his blades. The Penguins move on. Randy Robitaille right in front of redirect there and almost got by Theodore. Haig was cruising in. I think he got a piece of it.
Yeah, he did. Great pass there on the backhand by Randy Robitaille. Zubov's got 18 points to lead the defenseman, Mikey.
And what's Tarnstrom got now?
17.
17. Don Boulis throws it deep into the Penguin zone. Off the boards. He ties up Boulis and now snaps it around. They're all cycling here, working hard in the Penguin zone. Lemieux bump from behind. Mario's worked both ends of the ice here tonight for the Penguins. Look to pull the magical rabbit out of the hat again. Get the Penguins into a new hockey game. Offside, Pittsburgh.
Well, this Saturday, college basketball is back on Fox Sports Net. Ranked number 4 in the country, the Pitt Panthers show off their new arena against the local rival Duquesne. Coverage begins with a special edition of Pittsburgh Sports Tonight, live from the Peterson Event Center at 7 o'clock. Right here on Fox Sports Net.
Big game this week too. Pitt and Miami.
Football.
Yes. And on to the goal where Theodore again gloves the puck. The Panthers the very best. State just got away with one. Here now on the move, and the Canadiens are right in front. Another penalty coming up here against Pittsburgh. It's Hedberg. Sprawls out to make the stop. It's a tripping call.
I think it's going to be on Janssen.
I'll tell you one thing I really like about Tim Peel, the referee. He is demonstrative as far as the penalties. He can let you know what's going on. Thank you, Timmy. I do appreciate it. I think everybody in the building does too. I don't know why more referees don't do that. But it is very helpful to let you know exactly what's happening on the ice. Just that little extra effort.
That puck took a couple crazy bounces on Johan Hedberg, and that was a big rebound. That was just a mad scramble.
4:48 the time of the penalty. Janssen, a tripping call.
Upended there by Janssen.
Canadiens with 3 power play goals. Pittsburgh with 3 power play goals. Markov blasts the puck in. Took a weird bounce off of Hedberg. And again battling here against Pusher and Bellicar. Held in by Patrice Brisebois. That flags it down. The Penguins won't let him have much time. And a good charging play by Pusher. Up ahead and even and shorthanded. Here he comes. And his shot deflected by the stick check of Brisebois into the seats. The Canadiens for years were the master at the stick check or poke check. That's particularly their defensemen. They are all so well schooled.
Well, you think about it, Larry Robinson, that's one guy that I think about.
Well, the guy that taught him was Laperriere. Laperriere looked good. And he is tremendous over the years of teaching all the defensemen in Montreal.
What that does is a forward, when you're going against a defenseman that uses a stick, and you have to go through the stick and then in order to get by the body. So if you have your stick up in the ice where it's very close into you, it makes it very easy for a forward to be able to make some moves and go around you. So make the forward go through you, your stick first and then the body.
Gilmore now to the right side, number 93. Number 2, those 2 key saves that Hedberg made for the Penguins. Late in period number 2, onto the net. Hedberg stops that shot by Patrick Traverse. Last year we saw Traverse score a goal right in close on Hedberg. on a power play, if I'm not mistaken, too, where he was able to sneak in the back door and just get himself alone there and get a goal. Moving up here, at least at the moment, into that net area. Gilmore got a half a step on Tarnstrom. Tarnstrom read that play perfectly. He anticipated the pass of Gilmore and slapped it up ice.
The Penguins are really taking away the front of the net nicely on this power play. If you're going to beat us, you're going to have to put the puck out to the point and get some rebounds and crash the net.
Mary almost stole that puck. Here's Dykhouse weaving his way in. Tripped by Kovalev. Penalty, Pittsburgh again. And the onslaught continues. They'll pause for a moment here.
We're a country that loves competition. If somebody starts mixing it up, we're there. You gotta love the idea of car and driver putting the top 4 pickups up against each other. We gotta love the fact that Dodge won. Yep, Dodge Ram is #1 over Chevy, Ford, and Toyota. When you're buying a pickup, you can't go wrong putting your money on the only pickup with 4 full-size doors and a full-size bed. Dodge Ram. Get 0% financing or $1,500 cash allowance, plus Dodge's 770 powertrain limited warranty. Ford, Chevy, and Toyota don't match this.
Tired of wimpy, paper-thin pizzas? Next time, go deep with the new Chicago Dish Pizza from Pizza Hut. The deepest pizza ever to hit your table. Filled to the brim with layers of cheese, overloaded with toppings, finished before your eyes right at your table with chunky marinara sauce and topped off with freshly grated cheese. So deep, you'll need a fork to eat it. The Chicago Dish Pizza. New at Pizza Hut. Go deep.
Coming up next on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
Tonight, team doctors will give you the latest on Tommy Maddox and what the future may have in store. Plus, Cordell Stewart says he's ready, but will he be better? You'll hear from the Steeler quarterback.
Our Stan Savran says there are several reasons why Steeler fans should support Cordell Stewart. Plus, can the Pittsburgh Panthers weather the storm and handle the #1 Miami Hurricanes? Your teams, your town, your show. Next on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
Yet another penalty. This time to Alexei Kovalev, the Penguin winger. Hits the gate and in the penalty box at 6:46 for Trippy. Lemieux comes up shorthanded against Andre Markov. Koivu trails the play too. Lemieux shoots it. Theodore had the angle on him to make the save on Lemieux.
That was a good save. Took away the bottom of the net. Lemieux waited. Theodore never bit.
Markov at the left point, so Lemieux begins the penalty kill here. The game maybe on the line here. He usually comes out late on penalty kills, but he's out here to start it. That's how important it is for the Penguins to try and close it off. Audette's got room. Here he comes. He's right there. Pulls it in one second time. He circles around. The Markov shots blocked. Hedberg's got the puck. Oh, Audette was skating from here to Quebec City. And around and around and around he went.
Well, circle the wagons. Nothing to show for it, but a great effort by Audette, who's only got 1 goal on the season. A couple assists in this game. Great patience there. He walked around Lemieux down the left wing boards. He waited, but how about the patience there by Hedberg not to really give him any opportunity.
Theodore coming out to challenge. The Canadiens will have a 3-on-3 to the Penguin line, and Moran breaks up the pass. Ball feeds it over to Yannick Perreault. Breaks on. Looking. Medina. He scored the Penguins' 3rd goal. Able to slip it deep into Canadiens' ice with 40 seconds to go on the penalty. Lemieux comes right back out. Boy, that was short-lived as far as to stay on the bench for Lemieux. When you're down by a goal, you're looking for a possibility of scoring one here, even shorthanded. Straka and Lemieux. Lemieux into the Canadian zone. Comes down. Turn. Pulls away. Gilmore's after him. Griesbaugh's after him. They hit it. And Randy McKay backs it around here to the open man, Andre Markov. But the penalty's going to be over, and Lemieux really made them think when they were on the ice. I mean, he is a big part of that penalty kill for the Pittsburgh Penguins. 8 times tonight the Canadiens have had a man advantage. 3 times they've scored. And they scored on 3 goals on only 4 shots in the power play. Efficiency. Jan Boulis. Taken right back by Dick Tarnstrom. 4-3 Montreal. Under 11 minutes left in regulation. And golfed into the zone by Kovalev. Rozov pulled down. Now another penalty.
He's going to give him a diving call. He's going to give Morozov a diving.
Rozov doesn't like that call. They're going to even up. Hooking.
Unsportsmanlike conduct for diving. Traverse with the giveaway, the hook. Time for our late night goal brought to you by Wendy's. That man Alexei Morozov with a great pass, backhand right to Jan Hrdina. And that is our Wendy's late night goal.
Hooking call against Traverse. And the unsportsmanlike conduct call, so we go 4-on-4. These penalties at 9:23 of the third period.
And again, playing on 4-on-4 situation. Forwards are responsible for the other team's defenseman. It's almost man-on-man when you're in your own zone.
Teams have scored a goal this year, 4-on-4. Sednik comes up. They've not given up one. Fans and the Canadiens. Markov to Rebay. Slap. Never got through it. Hit Sednik. He didn't realize it. Koivu to Sednik. Shooting on the stop made by Johan Hedberg, the Penguin goaltender. Koivu. Again, another beautiful pass.
Well, give and go, Mikey. That's what it's all about. Great passing, Sednik and Koivu. This play all started with Sednik going hard down the boards. A great play there, one-on-one by Joe Melikar. The persistency by the Canadiens of getting the puck to the net, but a beautiful little give and go. Sednik has no idea where it was. Give it to Koivu, get it back, and a good save by Hedberg.
And with defenseman Dick Tarnstrom trying to find some room. Lead it up to Lemieux. All of a sudden really seeing a ton of ice time here in this third period. Ian Moran giving it to Kovalev. Will zigzag into the Canadiens in. His wrist shot, a good one. Theodore the save. Another penalty coming up here, and it's against Montreal. Diving effort by Tarnstrom. Great play to keep it in. It comes towards the net. And we're going to stop and play, and Dykhouse is headed off for Montreal.
Closed captioning of Pittsburgh Penguins hockey on Fox Sports Net is provided by West Penn Allegheny Health Systems, ranked with America's best by U.S. News and World Reports.
I told you she had a boyfriend.
The Hyundai Tiburon with America's best warranty. When you can be counted on, you win. Get free automatic transmission on the 2003 Tiburon at your local Hyundai dealer.
The Pittsburgh Penguins and UPMC are teaming up again to bring you the UPMC Mario Lemieux Family Program. The entire family can enjoy Penguins hockey together and at a great price. For every adult ticket you buy at $25, you can buy up to 6 additional youth tickets for just $10. It's an affordable way for you to bring your team to see our team and cheer on the Pens. Call 1-800-642-PENS today.
Well, here are the results of tonight's PittsburghLive.com online viewer poll. Which Montreal-born goaltender under the age of 26 has the brightest future? Roberto Luongo.
He's by a wide margin.
He is a rock-solid goaltender, boys. Florida's playing some pretty good hockey.
They are. They're going to be in the hunt. Hugh matches up against Joey Juneau right in the Canadian slot area. Penguins win the draw. 4-on-3 advantage, and Kovalev's upended. Juneau has the puck. He softly sent it down the board. So it's a 4-on-3 right now for the next 50 seconds. And the Pens have 3 forwards out here, working here with Dick Tarnstrom. This is Marty Straka on to Tarnstrom to the right side to Kovalev, looking to tie the game with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Tarnstrom moves it over to Lemieux. Mario with a 2-point night. Tarnstrom. Then Kovalev shoots it. Save made. Rebound. Straka stop. The puck goes right back to Lemieux. Shoots it and a stop by Theodore. Oh, Mario with a bullet wrister. But Theodore had his body in the right place to make the save on it.
Well, Marty Straka playing in game number 6 has had some great opportunities the last 3 games. Right in front of the net. Theodore with a great stop off of Kovalev. Then Straka and then Lemieux. Straka's been all over it.
Lemieux another big face-off win. Penguins maintain possession of the Canadiens end. Kovalev to Tarnstrom, back to Lemieux. To Tarnstrom, shoots it, save made. Where's the puck? Lemieux knocks in. Oh, Mario Lemieux. We've got a 4-4 hockey game. 66 strikes again.
Well, Marty Straka standing right in front of the net. Every single player touches the puck on the ice. Great puck movement. And after Lemieux passed the puck to Tarnstrom, he went to the net because the previous time, Mikey, he did not go to the net. There was a big rebound. But Marty Straka standing right in front. Oh, look at that little pass. And it actually went off the skate of Lemieux. Now it's going to be reviewed.
Well, we'll take another look at it here as Lemieux apparently has tied the game. They gave him the goal. It has to be kicked in.
Kicking motion.
Yes, with the kicking motion directly to kick it in.
And it looks, when you slow it up like that, it looks like he's turning his skate actually to meet the puck and go into the net. But folks, at full speed, you're going to net. You're looking for a rebound. It hits it so quick. It's almost like a pinball machine. Goes right off the right skate. We got a tie game.
And Pittsburgh has capitalized for a 4th time in this game on the power play. 4-4 here in the 3rd. He's had a lot of entertainment this week. Jamie Pusher, Penguin defenseman, crunched. Vanderbilt comes away with the puck, and he'll put it high in the air into the Canadiens' bench area.
Tarnstrom with his 4th point of the night.
Now he does lead the league.
Take another look at the goal by Mario Lemieux. And that was really the difference on this opportunity, Mikey. I talked about it the previous time that Straka had a good opportunity. Mario didn't go to the net, but once he passed the puck to Tarnstrom, he headed right for the front of the net, looking for any kind of a rebound. And Marty Straka in tight quarters made a beautiful little pass over. You don't ask how, he just asks how many. Lemieux put it in with the right skate.
Offside call. Lemieux started this period with 17.5 minutes of ice time. If it keeps like this, he might come close to 30 before it's all done.
And our Chrysler drive of the game. The goal to tie it up at 4. Watch Lemieux goes right to the net. Big shot by Tarnstrom with his 3rd assist of the night, his 4th point. That is our Chrysler drive of the game.
Penguins had 5 shots on that power play. They are 4 for 7. The Canadiens 3 for 8. 7 power play goals and a shorthander in there. Every goal tonight has been on special teams. Bergevin settles in. Now what kind of a game do you have the rest of the way? It's been something. And it drives it down the board. Can't tell. To Gilmore. And again, go back. And this one's far from over. Those 2 key saves that Hedberg made late in period number 2.
Gilmore not that.
Yeah. Keeping the score at 4-2. Reve counts it around to Markov. And here's Lemieux on the ice again. Does he ever go home? Lewis down the wood. He's in his hometown. Lamar, by the way, is a mile away from where the old Forum used to be, just down the hill. Mario was very close to the Canadiens and had a chance to see them play when he was a youngster. home of his parents is. They are in attendance here tonight to see him, his mom and his dad. Kovalev boosting one off the blocker of Theodore. So sets it up and it comes too far for Straka.
Penn's got the Canadiens on the ropes right now. There's a lot of standing around for the Canadiens, and they're letting the Penguins just freewheel through the middle of the ice. It's going to be an icing call coming up to the Canadiens.
Moran touched the puck, and they'll drag it all the way into Montreal territory for a face-off here near Josie Theodore.
Sometimes when you get in a game like this where there's a lot of specialty team play, gets down to the last 5 or 6 minutes like we are, if you're a guy that doesn't kill penalties or maybe not on a power play a lot, boy oh boy, you got to make sure that your shifts are short. Chances are you haven't seen the ice in quite a long time, so when you do get a shift, you got to keep it simple and get the puck in.
We saw the eyes of Lemieux moments ago, and we have seen those eyes before. Be careful here. He is possessed right now. Down the ice it goes, and Traverse coming back. Lead it off the left wing side. The Penguins in. Billy Niemanen. Primo got sandwiched. Now Niemanen comes in to bump Zednik. And Patrice Brisebois. Brings it up to Zednik. It comes actually off the stick to Saku Koivu. He's got a hat trick and an assist tonight. Saku does. Big individual performances here tonight. Tarstrom has a 4.9 for the Penguins. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, 4.9. Yannick Perreault, look out. The man going to the net was Brady McKay, who found himself onside. Well returned.
And counting. The 210 horsepower supercharged Nissan Xterra.
His name is Henry, Clay Henry. He's a fireman and a Jared fan from Subway.
He got real big on burgers and fries. Now he's down to a smaller size.
Gets his might from his veggie delight. Great taste each day from his local Subway. He's Henry, Clay Henry.
Looking and feeling better and enjoying the great taste of Subway's low-fat sweet onion chicken teriyaki. No wonder everyone wants to be more like Clay Henry.
Subway, eat fresh.
Coming up after the game on Pittsburgh Sports tonight, Guy Junker and Brent Stover. Nicholas Narek will be ringside here in Montreal. Tommy Maddox update. Pitt preps for Miami. The BST.
Mario Lemieux on the ice, and Hrdina was on two in a defensive end face-off situation. Hrdina comes off, and the Penguins have Kovalev and Straka on either side of Lemieux. Right now, the Penguins are pressing the attack. Gedzell probably hit it on the money. The Canadiens are on the rope right now. The ropes in an effort to try and take the lead. The Penguins have the big guns out here. Mario's ice time here in the third will be unbelievable.
Yeah, I got to agree with you. They're going to be up in a 12, 13-minute range. And that man right there, I think, is the guy that's going to get the winner for the Penguins. If they do win this hockey game, he's been all over the net. A couple assists tonight.
You know what? Every time Lemieux has been on, for the most part, number 32, Tarstrom, has joined him. Here is Goulas now stretching out. Goes to the net, and he almost put it through Henry, but doesn't know where it is. He'll have to get himself back up. Straka moves it up to Tarstrom, and he softly sends it to the corner. Andrei Markov coming back with Craig Rivet. Straka behind the net to Lemieux. Feather it out in front for Kovalev. He couldn't take it as Markov defensively did a nice job there of moving in front of Alexei Kovalev. Come back again. Penguins have a long way to go. This is two length of the ice rushes here with this line. It takes a lot out of you. Rucker can't find the puck. Now he does. He's going to turn and shoot it in and quickly go off. Got to keep those shifts short here. Have to go back a second time. At this point of the game, as much action has gone on, you're going to get tired. Here's Morozov. The right side of Hrdina. Can he shoot it? No. He can't. He leaves it though for Alex Day. Day pulls up. He's got a chance here. He's going to let it go, and it hit the leg of Patrick Traverse. Bergevin trying to feather it through, and Audette gets it. Can he clear? No, stopped by Bergevin. Wide of the net, the Penguins keep it going. They're buzzing like bees around a hive right now. In front, Hrdina not able to get there. Kentel knocked it down. Morozov behind the net again. Alexei Morozov circling, wheeling, dealing, holding that puck. Hrdina behind the cage. Where's the other winger on this? There's Day coming on.
Yeah, he was standing out in the high slot area waiting for a pass. He's got to get down there, kind of set a little pick.
Morozov. The Penguins gave it all they had on that shift. Kentel's just got to get to center and dump it in. He's got to get off the ice. Hedberg around. Day after the puck. And the Penguins put Manderville out here. And he's flying to the Canadiens blue line. Zednik stopped that maneuver. Shoots it in with 3:05 to go in regulation. Melakar. Hard hit on him by Richard Zednik.
Like Zednik might have left his feet a little bit there on Melakar.
Melikar's off his skates. Be careful. Tchaikovsky's in with a backhander. That stopped, and Melakar got hurt. And Melikar's grabbing his wrist. He got smashed once by Zednik.
I don't know if he's cut.
Took his gloves off very quickly. He's his left shoulder is the one that has been bothering her. He's had problems with.
Well, it's his left hand. I don't know if he fell. Did his face hit the boards there?
No, the way he reacted is, I think his wrist. He may have snapped his wrist. That's what it looks like to me.
Oh, yeah.
See where the stick of the opposing player goes here.
Kind of just pinches in between there. Oh, you know what? It's kind of like the stick got on the outside of his arm, and as he was trying to pull it out, it kind of almost was like a vice. It just kind of locked in there. He kind of got in between the stick of the Canadian player, just trying to almost kind of pull it out. He went one way, and the wrist wasn't able to sustain that, or the forearm area. Oh.
Markov shoots it, comes off Kovalev. With 2:44 to go, the Penguins lose defenseman Joey Melakar. Look at John Boulis shooting the puck. Good save there. The rebound. Boulis had a man wide open. Couldn't feather it over to Joey Juneau. That might have been the Canadiens' best scoring chance here in this third period.
Well, all fans in attendance will receive an Ulf Samuelsson bobblehead when the Pens play the San Jose Sharks this Saturday, November 23rd. For tickets, call 412-642-PENS or 1-800-642-PENS or visit Ticketmaster.com.
This time Juneau beat Lemieux. Mario wants that puck right now. Pressured by Juneau.
Oh, good play there by Tarnstrom.
Here comes Lemieux down the right side. He pulls it outside the line. Everybody has to get outside again. Markov's on him like a blanket. The Canadiens, Boulis with the puck, trying to go to the net. Straka pulls him off. Boulis is just a guy that just seems to be everywhere. Mario now with possession of the puck with 1:50. The Canadiens some credit on this checking unit. Doing a pretty good job of slowing down the big machine. On that shift. Audette steps up.
Ryan should get one more shot at it. Coming under 1:30 left to go in the game.
And Primo both going to the boards. 4-4 the score. 1.5 minutes to go. Montreal and Pittsburgh. Here's Moran in front. Lead pass actually to Manderville, and he gets it deep into the Canadiens in on a foot race for the puck. Koivu and Wayne Primo. Primo can scoot. Audette. Vanderbilt read the play, but it comes off his body on a pass by Bergevin. You get in a situation anytime the puck is in your own area, you're a little worried about what might happen. Here comes Vanderbilt. Can't get into the Canadian zone. Finally they do. Lemieux's unit hits the ice again. That attempted pass for Nieminen, who stays out here. Here comes Straka. Straka going hard to the net. Right there. There he is in front. He's there. Can't shoot it. Still loose. Lemieux reaches in. He'll come up with the puck. Theodore without a goaltender stick. Pusher to the net. Save made. Rebound. There is no rebound. Lemieux arguing that Markov flat. Nieminen in front of the net. There should have been a penalty. And he's not going to get that call right now.
Well, this play was made by Lemieux along the boards. Montreal wasn't able to get the puck out, but look at Marty Straka. Puck just rolls on him in the last second and throws it back and actually hits Nieminen on the backside. But what great speed and strength there by Straka. I think the advantage there, Mikey, was that the Penguins got two fresh players on the ice, Lemieux and Straka, and the Canadiens were dead tired.
Another face-off win by Junot. Allowing the Canadiens to drag it through to center. Hey, down the boards, and he goes after his own pass. Busher's going to get a piece of him with a hit. 19 seconds. Time for a quick rush here. Not much else. We're going to overtime. Second consecutive game in Montreal. And that's what it looks like. Comes Tarstrom. They're going to rule no icing. We're going to head to OT here. In 1 second, the siren sounds. We'll be back with overtime. Pittsburgh and Montreal tied.
The NFL Show, a 90-minute party sure to make your head spin. It's football with a little Fox flavor.
When the goose talks, people should listen.
Pre-game shows will never be the same. The NFL Show on Fox Sports Net.
Come forward with us.
College basketball on Fox Sports Net. Big East Player of the Year, Brandon Knight, leads Pitt against Duquesne.
Come forward with us.
Saturday at 7 on Fox Sports Net.
Coming up next on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
Tonight, team doctors will give you the latest on Tommy Maddox and what the future may have in store. Plus, Cordell Stewart says he's ready, but will he be better? You'll hear from the Steeler quarterback.
Our Stan Savran says there are several reasons why Steeler fans should support Cordell Stewart. Plus, can the Pittsburgh Panthers weather the storm and handle the #1 Miami Hurricanes? Your teams, your town, your show. Next on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
Pittsburgh with 2 goals in the third period, one by Jan Urdina, power play goal. Ditto that, Lemieux on the man advantage, scoring his 10th of the year, and the 11-11. The Penguins outshot the Canadiens 12-6. The numbers overtime-wise of both these two teams. For the Pens since they've won a game here. 4-on-4 hockey. And the Canadiens start with Koivu and Zednik, and the Penguins match that with Jan Urdina and Marty Straka. And you'll see Kovalev and Lemieux out probably on the next shift, should it go that far. 5-minute overtime period. Mark Bergevin goes it ahead to Straka to the right side to Jan Urdina. Coming hard to the Canadiens in. Turn, bank it off the boards. Into the corner for Bergevin. In front. The Penguins had 2 men there, but they can't get it. Urdina off the board, shoots it. It was actually off the net. Andre Markov to Koivu. Bay leads it back to Markov.
Good strong shift there to start for Straka and Urdina.
Zednik looked for some room. Blew by Kovalev. Zednik shooting. Oh, shot, but he missed the net. He looked great. Find the net. A different story. Koivu hops back into the Penguins in. Be careful of him. Poke check makes him lose the puck. Kovalev, who can ramble the length of the ice. Here he comes. And he lost the puck. Man wide open. On deck. Going to the goal. Here he is. Game winner.
the last line of defense. Dick Karsham took off up ice. Karsham took a chance, and Donald Audette. And our Subway sandwich of the game in overtime, Donald Audette between the legs of Johan Hedberg. And the Canadiens in overtime beat the Penguins 5-4.
Once again, the final score from Montreal. Canadiens 5, Pittsburgh 4. Now let's send to our Pittsburgh Sports Tonight studio.
Now on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight, our hot story.
Tonight, team doctors will give you the latest on Tommy Maddox and what the future may have in store. Plus, Cordell Stewart says he's ready, but will he be better? You'll hear from the Steeler quarterback.
Stan Savran says Steeler fans should have several reasons to back Cordell Stewart. And can the Panthers hang with the big bad Hurricanes? We'll have a preview.
Good evening. This is Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
Everybody, and thanks for joining us for Pittsburgh Sports Tonight. I'm Guy Junker, along with my partner Brent Stover. Entertaining Penguin game. At least they earn a point out of the deal in Montreal, especially being down by 2 goals in the third period. Steelers are going to try out some kickers tomorrow. We'll tell you all about that. We'll also show you some highlights of Penn State's opening game tonight with North Carolina in the preseason NIT. But we start off with the topic everybody was talking about today, Tommy Maddox, and the news appears pretty bright anyway.
Yes, very good news. A headache is the only problem Tommy Maddox is complaining about today. Encouraging news indeed for the Steelers' signal caller. Maddox is up and walking normally and back at home in Pittsburgh. At first, the Steelers' medical staff feared a spinal injury. They feared paralysis. That's why they had to strap Tommy down and send him off the field in an ambulance yesterday in Tennessee. It turned out those were just precautionary measures. It looked worse than it really was. Maddox will undergo additional tests, but for now, he appears to be just fine. Though Tommy Maddox was knocked out for a short time yesterday afternoon and lost feeling in his extremities, team doctor Anthony Yates made it clear today the injury was never life-threatening, though he and team trainer John Norwig did have major concerns.
What we were concerned about is cervical spine fracture, and it's come to pass that that is, in fact, not the case. So we were just acting out of precaution to spine board him.
And the official prognosis today was bright.
His official diagnosis is a